Hello, everybody. Happy Monday night. Very excited to be here with these lovely people to start a long shot of our Candlekeep series. Don't have to rush everything into one single session. We're going to take our time, get through the story as slowly, quote unquote, as we can and need to, and actually let some moments breathe. So I'm very excited. Excited to have some of our original crew back, and also our special reoccurring guest, Michael.
Hi.
Our special and frequent guest.
Oh, frequent, that's what it was. Right, of course. Yep. And then
Muffins?
Ezra to who knows. That's what you call yourselves. You guys are the muffins. Yep. As of the rocket tower of Candlekeep session, you decided the only one that was against it was Sir Thomas, and he's still not here, so he can't really say anything against it. So the muffins are back once more, or at least partial muffins, maybe just the muffin tops.
Muffin
who knows?
tops. My muffin top is all about
So we're going
Wow.
to, as we have been, save announcements for the end and get to jump right into the story and start us off. So, for those that may not have watched any Candlekeep episode, this is episodic, but not chronologically episodic. All of these sessions have happened out of order of when they would happen in, quote, real time. And we're just seeing how that plays out and how it goes. This session, our lovely players are at level 16. Nope, 13, sorry. Are at level 13. And we're going to see how these leveled up characters from some of the other ones are going to fare against what's to come. So, players that are a part of the Muffins, the Knight treats you as it usually does in your house in Baldur's Gate. You have not yet met Michael's character. That will happen later. So Michael may be silent for a little bit, but we'll get to him soon enough. But you're all at your homes in Baldur's Gate, doing whatever kind of pre-bed activities you find yourselves doing, reading a book, maybe meal prepping, maybe cleaning, who knows? But you're kind of in your own space as you hear the familiar voice that after almost 3 years of missions and quests with Candlekeep, you've gotten very accustomed to. The voice of Tellus popping into your head at any time during the day. This time, instead of calling you to Candlekeep, you hear Tellus's voice say, "Be at the Temple of Ogma in Baldur's Gate at dawn tomorrow. It is a matter of urgency. Be ready to leave." You may choose to respond. You also know Tellus is not one for minced words, so maybe you give a quick acknowledged, a quick heard, a quick I'll be there, whatever the case may be, but conversation kind of ends there. And you all get ready for bed and pack up maybe before, pack up in the morning, depending on what your characters are, procrastinators or not, and get ready to meet Tellus the next morning. But before you do, you all have a dream. You all have different dreams, but you all, including Michael's character, has a dream.
Wow.
Ryvar. You dream that you're looking at a very pristine window in a cottage just outside of Baldur's Gate. You're in the farmlands. It's not new territory for you, but you're outside of the hustle and bustle of the city. You're sipping a nice hot cup of tea in the morning. You hear the birds chirp. It's nice and quiet, and you feel relaxed and just more happy than you have in a very long time. Over your shoulder, you hear coming from the kitchen sounds of breakfast being made. And you know that's your husband making breakfast for the both of you in the morning. You take one last sip of tea, and as you back up from the window, you catch a glimpse of yourself, much older than you are now, very much in your retirement years, retired from adventuring, very old and just retired to the countryside. You take your tea and step away from the window when a blinding light comes across your vision, and suddenly you see yourself, teeth first, claws out, lunging towards a blue-scaled dragon, and your teeth sink into his chest as you bite him and throw him to the ground. Another bright flash, and you're back in the cottage, hands trembling slightly, a pain now in your chest that almost feels familiar to you, and your breath, you can't quite catch it. It's a little heavier than it was, and a blinding light again. And it's a montage of claws and flesh being torn and this ferocious fight and blows being exchanged between you and this blue-scaled dragon. Another blinding light flashes, and you're back in the cottage. The pain in your chest almost unbearable this time, as you're almost dropping the tea you're holding in your hand when you hear the footsteps coming from the kitchen. And you look up to see a tray of eggs and bacon and just a wonderful layout of breakfast coming around the doorway. But before you can see who's holding it, you wake up.
Oh.
Opal. Okay. Opal, you are walking home. You spent the afternoon at the Temple of Ogma. You were just reading some books, having a casual day there, but you're walking home at the end of the day. And as you take the last turn onto your street, you happen to look up, and just a block away from you, but still a block away from your house, you see two tailless tabaxis, something you've never seen before. And for a moment, you're just in shock by what you're seeing. And then you run up to them, excitedly saying how excited you are to meet them, how long you've been waiting to find people like you. And all the while, they're just looking at you, not really responding to your excited babble, just looking at you. Then when you finally take a breath, they give you a full once-over, looking at you, your clothes, the books in your hand, what you're wearing, everything. And you had just invited them back to your house to talk. You want to know where they're from, where they've been. Do they know more about you, your people? And they just look at you and say, why would we want to be around the likes of you? And they kind of scoff and laugh. You're not worth our time. And they shove past you, the books falling out of your hand. You look around before you quickly pick all the books up and hear the whispers, the snickering of everyone that's around the street, laughing at you, mocking you. And you pick up your books and you run the rest of the way home. And that's when you wake up. Ezra, you see a large house in your favorite part of Baldur's Gate. And as your view kind of zooms in on this house, you get vignettes of the people that live there. You see Sir Thomas in the backyard. He's tending to Binky, brushing his horse. That's not really a horse, but we'll let him have this one. And Binky's in a stable that Sir Thomas made himself, that he made a really good effort on. And you just see a moment of him just so happy to just have that moment with Binky. You flash to the study and see Opal. She's reading a book, books all around her, just nestled in a large overstuffed chair. Happy, reading a book in her house. You flash and you see Thane in the attic, looking out of a telescope through a giant circular window in the attic. It's daytime, but that's where he spends almost all of his time, night and day. And he's looking out the telescope, scribbling notes, looking out the telescope, and he's just in his element and happy. And then you see Ryvar. He's in the kitchen, trying with all of his might to replicate those lemon bars that Sprig made. And he's trying so hard, and they're good. They might not be Sprig level, but they're good. He's working on his third or fourth batch for the day, just trying to perfect it, trying to make these lemon bars for everyone. And he's happy, and he's content. But you realize you're not there. Your view zooms out again, and you're in a rundown room looking at this house through the window. You're not included with that family. They're not your family. And they don't really seem to miss you. And with that, you wake up. Michael, your character, to be named later. Don't want to spoil the surprise. Your dream, you see a sick kid laying in a bed who had just woken up in a coughing fit and is keeled over, just coughing and coughing and coughing. And finally, he's able to catch his breath and he kind of turns over and tries to go back to sleep, this time facing the wall, curled up in a tiny little ball. And in the corner of this bedroom, you see a dark figure. Can't really make out many features except a white porcelain mask that this figure is wearing. And that figure's just watching the boy. And their vision kind of blurs for a second. And then you jump in time. The boy's a little older, a little bit more mature, but in the same bed, the same bedroom. But you see this boy on the bed, lifeless, unmoving, presumed dead. You see a doctor rush in, burst through the door. She begins her work, trying to revive him, trying to bring him back. And you see the same figure emerge from the corner, come over, and just lightly touch the boy on his forehead. And he gasps awake. The vision shimmers once more, and you jump way forward in time. You see the boy again, now clear that you're seeing yourself. And you're being welcomed into the coven. Everyone's celebrating with you. You're the happiest you've probably been in your entire life. And once again, that figure is behind you, watching you, there in your life. Your vision shimmers once more to a time you don't remember. You're walking through a familiar street, but your footsteps are heavy. You don't really want to go where you're going. You know you failed. You couldn't complete your mission. You couldn't do what she asked of you. And as you see yourself walking down this street, you see the figure approach yourself, and you look up at her and fall to your knees. She looks at you a moment and then turns. For the first time, you see the figure leave you, this person in front of you. And you are left alone, a failure, dejected, exiled. And that's when you wake up. None of this made for a level of exhaustion, but you all awake with a similar sense of unease, foreboding, sadness, misery in your stomach that you just can't quite shake. And I would like everyone but Michael to give me an initiative roll.
We're about to fight our dreams. An initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
13.
I got a 6.
6. Okay.
I'm
Opal.
not getting out of bed.
Opal, because of your highest roll, you are the first one that arrives to the Temple of Agma in the morning.
Okay.
But you are close enough to Ryvar that Ryvar, as you are walking up, you are just mere 100 or so feet behind Opal. As you turn the last corner, you see the temple in front of you. It's easy to pick out. You know Opal well. You see her walking at a leisurely pace towards the temple as well.
Oh, good morning. Not well. Yeah, but I don't know. The message I got was the same as usual. I'm not sure that I know more than you do. Uh, yeah. Yeah, me too. Let's see if everybody else is here. She walks the rest of the way.
Great. So Ryvar, you run in, and as you are the first one to arrive at the temple, you see some priests around just tidying up, setting things out for the morning. It is dawn, so they are just now getting set up, kind of opening their doors, welcome you as you walk in. And at the very front, in the furthest most pew, you see the back of the head of a familiar figure. You see Tellus sitting there, waiting for you all to arrive. Front. She's at the first pew. Mm-hmm. Ryvar, good to see you. Glad you could make it this morning. Yeah. Well, I won't repeat things, so as soon as we think everyone is here, I'll give more information. Excellent. She sits forward. And as you look at her and greet her, you can tell she is more shaken than you've probably ever seen her. Something is worrying her, something is on her mind, and she looks like she has not gotten sleep. Opal, you walk in soon after Ryvar.
I
You
see
kind of
them
see Ryvar sit
sitting in
down.
silence,
Mhm.
and I just sit next to Ryvar and stare straight forward in silence, or I'll like silently pray.
Perfect.
But I just join them.
Yeah. Tellus does give you a slight nod as you kind of walk by in front of them to sit down as greeting, but then she also kind of, hands folded in her lap, continues to stare straight forward.
Ryvar.
Opal, give me an insight check.
Oh, my insight is crazy. 25.
Oh yeah. So you could easily tell he's like, look at her, look at her, look at her, look at Tellus, like something's up. And you're able to, kind of look and not make it obvious where you're doing the like, what? And you can tell the same thing. She looks shaken, worried, tired, run down. Not that you've usually seen her, even in all of the missions that you've done for her. Ezra, after this dream, you wake up in a fog, your head spinning with what just happened, and you rub your eyes. You just kind of lay in bed for a while and try to piece together what you just saw and kind of tell yourself, like, it was a dream, and just kind of get yourself in the right mood. And when you open your eyes, you can see it's very clearly dawn, and you are running late now.
Oh, heck. Okay, can I ask a question?
Sure.
We don't all live in the same house.
Correct.
Okay, so the dream was like a beautiful little thing of us all living in the same, like we had a little party
Correct.
house. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wake up, I'll run out of the room, I'll come back in, I'll grab a notebook off of my end table, I'll write down, look at listings for group houses, and then put the notebook down, and then run out the door, still in my pajamas.
Amazing. Do you grab your not pajamas, or do you just leave only in your pajamas?
I would grab my daggers and my slingshot, and stay. I would just be in my pajamas. I would put on my shoes.
You have armor and everything, or just pajamas?
I don't have
Okay, great.
armor.
So you basically have what you normally would gear-wise, just
Yeah, I
in
just
your
grab all my
pajamas.
gear, but I'm just in my jammies.
Perfect. So you
They're
grab all
really
that
cute
and you're
jammies.
just you're
They've got
hustling.
dinosaurs.
You're hustling to the temple. It just hit dawn, so you know you're late, but not
Yeah.
terribly so. But you're still
Um,
hustling and hustling and hustling.
Yeah.
And Opal and Ryvar, you probably only have to wait 5-10 minutes for Ezra to get there. But she does arrive late, so you are sitting there in silence before you hear kind of the commotion of someone kind of running up and a little heavy breathing coming from the back of the church.
Super breaks the like silence. Like not even knowing, just in like super breaks the silence. I come in, I'm like, sorry. Hi. Hey, tell us. Hi. Do you guys like me? Do you like me? If I was gone, would you be sad? Okay, good. Opal?
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. I said of
You
course without
hesitated. Did
hesitation,
you
but
hesitate?
for some unknown
Okay.
reason you couldn't hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know Talus would miss me, so I'm not even gonna ask her. Okay. I had a weird dream last night, you guys. Should we get a house together?
What?
Should we all get a house together? That way we can all wake up and have breakfast. I just think it would be cool. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. And if we think this is all that we'll be able to make it this morning, I don't really want to give too much more time waiting before I send you all on your way.
I don't think Thomas was
Sure.
coming because I saw him No.
Okay. No, she was not able to attend on such short notice. Like I said, this is a matter of urgency. So, with that, I'll just jump right in. And she pulls out of her bag a book that looks like this. She pulls out this crystal covered book with these green gemstones in them that resemble eyes. And as she talks and you continue looking at this book, she hasn't opened it but has it in front of her ready. You can tell that the eyes, the gems on this book, are every once in a while move and look in a different direction. Not necessarily at the same time, but the gem eyes seem to be moving and looking at various things as she is holding this book. You also know books don't leave Candlekeep. So the fact that she brought this book with her, yes, she's a great reader and she has the power to do so, but generally they keep the books in Candlekeep, specifically behind the Emerald Door. So already you know that this is a big thing. She pulls this book out of her bag and kind of takes a breath before diving in to tell you what happened. Yesterday, based on her findings in this book, one of our scribes decided to travel and investigate what we thought was innocent until we ourselves read this book. This book was delivered to us about 9 months ago by someone from the House of the All-Seeing Orb, one of a well-known priest, actually. It had a note from him that was delivered to us. And for those who may not know, they serve the god of divination, fate, named Savras. So we figured that it was a book on that, and we're excited to learn more about divination and the teachings at the House of the All-Seeing Orb. Upon beginning to read it, we realized that it has actually very dark rituals and was quite the opposite of what we thought it was. And it was put away for quite a long time in one of the more secure towers in Candlekeep. I'm not sure how one of our scribes came across this book and began reading it, but she did. And she grew a little more and more concerned and hectic when speaking about her findings of this book and what she was learning and wanting to investigate. She approached another great reader about it, and the great reader granted her access to leave, and she left yesterday morning. But by the way this book was presented to us and what we had heard, it kept. The other great reader decided to read the book herself, and upon realizing the dark intentions of the book, we believe that our scribe is in grave danger, and we would like you all to go and find her and hopefully bring her back to us. So this book describes rituals on how to create a mummy lord. It is not for the faint of heart to read, I can tell you that, but it describes the transferal of organs in order to keep a mummy lord alive, and in doing so create servants of this mummy lord that are then holders of their organs. It does describe a couple of rituals to reverse this, though it does not say what the rituals are, unfortunately. It just mainly focuses on the quite horrific ritual of transferal. So, rightly so, we are very concerned about the scribe. She is one of our best. Her name is Myastin Savar, and I hope that you guys can find her, because after she left, we discovered this, and she kind of turns the book so it would be facing upwards for you all and opens it to a very final page where you see a list of names in probably about 6 different handwritings. And each handwriting has just a chunk of names that are listed. At the very top of this page, it says, "Those who have been bestowed the willing sacrifices." The names at the beginning you don't really see, but your eyes are drawn to where Tellus is pointing, which is in the very last section, the section that contains a very delicate script in writing some names. You don't really recognize many of the names, but you do see Mayastin Sadar, as Tellus has said, as the scribe. Under that is a name you don't recognize, but I will send you all of these names so you can see, but it is Volans Rex. Under that, you see Ryvar BrassScales. Under that, you see Opal Orion. And under that, you see Ezra Ardmore. Tellus looks at you all and says, "Your names appeared." I'm not actually sure, but when I was reviewing the book last night, after I had sent you the message, I noticed that your names had been added to the list. I am unsure what that means, but I no, I've had this book since the Grey Reader brought it to me, since Eli brought it to me yesterday, which was in the afternoon, and at that time your names were not in there. And it has either been in my or honestly Sprig's possession, as Sprig, and she pulls out another bundle and says, "Sprig kind of wrote down for you all, since I didn't want to give you the book, but wrote down of notes that sparked our interest, spark notes, if you will, of this book, for you all to keep." And Sprig notes, thank you. For you all to keep and reference, if you have more questions. I know I'm explaining this very hurriedly, but again, I hope that you can leave immediately. We'll see. As far as I know, it is the one person. This list of names could be all that are involved. I mean, you are unfortunately now involved. Mhm. The same handwriting. Yeah, so there's a couple names that you don't recognize before your names. One is Alicia Basir. And I just put it in the roll 20. There's Akuzor. There's Zemru Thal. There's Zarin Zordias. And then there's Myastin, Volans, Ryvar, Opal, Ezra, in kind of that order. So of all of those names, you don't really recognize any. Though as you're asking who's involved, the Tellus does say, well, the person that delivered this book to us is actually one of the names, Zemru Thal, left a note with this book when it was delivered. We presume he or she is the one that had sent it to us, and they actually left an author's note in the book that she kind of turns to a different page, takes out, and hands to you to read, but not take with you. But if you so choose to read, which I'm sure Opal would, so I'll go ahead and share that for you all. And for everyone watching, I will read it for you. Boop-a-doo-boo. It says, author's note, when we began this journey, only the oracle of the all-seeing orb, the great Valen Sarnaster, had an inkling where it might lead. It is my honor to have been selected as the first donor and recipient. By giving Valen a piece of myself and receiving a piece of her in return, I can help the fate of the world unfold, as she has foreseen. It is my honor to protect the oracle in her sanctuary, ensuring that only donors and recipients may visit her. I have no need of the right of reclamation, for I believe in the vision and perfection of Valen Sarnaster. For clarity's sake, I offer this record of the procedures performed on the donors and recipients whose fate and organs are now bound to the oracle. May she serve the all-seeing for centuries to come, in transparency, Simruthal, High Priest of Savras, House of the All-Seeing Orb, Tashluta.
And they
It is
need
true.
organs. They just got to keep them coming.
From what I understand, yes, that is possible, but there are many organs in a humanoid's body, and if there are more to give, then there are more servants to receive other organs.
Yeah.
We know Myastin went to the House of the All-Seeing Eye, which we thankfully have a teleportation circle too, so I can teleport you all there right now if you are ready to leave. If you need a moment, that's fine. But as I said, we are very concerned for Myastin at this point.
She what?
Yes, you look very cozy today.
Do you like it? Do you like my?
I do like it actually.
Okay, these are my new ones. So, yeah, they should be good. They should hold up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. There is enough space in the gardens at the back of the temple, and that is how and where I arrived. So if you'll give me a moment to set up the circle, I can send you right away. And so she takes the time needed, she's probably about 10 minutes, to set up the teleportation circle. So if any of you want to chat during that time or prepare anything, grab something. Definitely.
I can't just, destroy them.
Hopefully.
Yes, I'm sure.
Maybe
I'm sure,
his
I'm sure,
minions.
but
Yeah, maybe his minions.
I'm just saying, I think that we're capable. Oh, yes. I mean, even if we did find her just on the way, I feel like we can't just leave this problem unsolved. Yeah, of course. Okay.
It's a big bummer that Sir Thomas isn't here because he loves destroying the undead. Yeah. And also, no one would want to steal his organs after his time in the tavern last night. So
It's
basically, we could have used him as a human shield.
It's true.
Oh,
Next
well.
time, maybe. You
Okay.
gonna leave?
Are you okay?
Fucking monks.
I'll look at Opal while he's booking it. I'll look at
Mhm.
Opal and be like, okay, so he sounded like he was interested in maybe getting a party house, right?
I want to hear more about this party house. I
Like
tend to
all of
go
us
home to
together.
be. I'm here and I'm with you, and I'm on the street and I'm with people, and then I'm home
Mhm.
and I'm alone,
But you could have your own room.
and that's nice.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll live
As you
next
guys
door.
keep talking about the party house, Ryvar, what do you go and grab? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Cool. Yeah. And with your ungodly speed, you are
What
10
is
minutes
your
easy
speed?
peasy.
Whoa. Oh,
Mhm.
gross.
Ooh.
Whoa, a monk rogue. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Ryvar comes running back. You guys are kind of then go hush hush about the house of, as Ryvar's back, or you continue talking about it. Either way. As Ryvar returns, Tellus finishes the last rune for her teleportation circle and turns to you and says, "If you are ready, the circle is ready."
Sorry, I just imagined it being like she was getting ready, and it's like when your mom left you at the line in the grocery store and the checkout person is almost done, and you're like, oh, where is he?
Yes.
I don't have the money.
Ezra very much has that energy of like, oh, where's Ryvar?
Ezra's having some severe abandonment issues right now.
All right. And so as Tellus gestures you forward, you all step into the circle. She performs the spell. And have any of you, do you think by this point, teleported before? Great.
I have several teleporting spells, so I'm
So
in it.
you probably play with it all the time.
Yeah, like
okay?
Misty Step and Dimension Door and stuff. So
Sure. Opal?
Looking at my spells. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think that I have teleported.
Okay. So please, all of you, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Watch me be the
Ezra,
one.
have advantage.
Ezra has
Oh,
advantage.
no.
Ezra has advantage.
Constant.
7.
I'm using my dinosaur pajamas dice.
Yes, do it.
Constitution, 14.
Okay, it wasn't terribly high, but so Ezra, you land after feeling this strange weightless sensation, but still a pull from the center of your body at the same time. You suddenly come back into gravity and you're able to kind of keep your feet and keep yourself. Both Opal and Ryvar, you land and also lose your balance, splat on the ground, and like you don't fully throw up, but you need that minute to just like to keep yourself from throwing up.
Great.
I'm
and
rubbing
now
their backs.
everyone, including Michael, give me a perception check. Ryvar and Opal with disadvantage.
Great.
But I was just a straight roll, right? I don't have
Yes.
advantage. Okay.
Oh,
I got a natural 1.
Oh no. I got a 13.
Make
This-
that 2 natural ones, because
Don't!
Oh,
This dice is dead to
no.
me. This dice is in jail.
I hadn't used this one before, and I was like, I'm giving it a chance. I don't think I'm giving it a chance.
Absolutely not.
Oh no.
Opal, what'd you get?
A 13.
Okay.
How did you the 2 disadvantages?
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh heck.
So Ezra,
Mhm.
you land and are happy, but immediately see them fall to their knees and are just like fully like, are you guys okay? You know,
Oh my
tending to them,
gosh.
making sure they're all good.
It's really hard the first couple times for sure. Yeah.
Ryvar, Opal, here kind of look around and we'll say what you see specifically. And Ryvar, you're the one that sees the most, and Michael, your character is on a mission and sees nothing. But for those that can generally see where you guys land, you all, and Michael, your character, would have just arrived at this location as well. You all see before you, you are in a courtyard of this beautiful building and ornately decorated with sculpted eyes, and in the middle of the eyes, very similar green jewels to that you saw on the Canopic being book. And they aren't moving, these ones, but similar construction, similar gems all over this building of this temple in front of you. All around the courtyard, either sitting on benches, reading a tome, or walking somewhere, coming in and out of the temple at a leisurely pace. It's not a hustle and bustle kind of place. You see people in yellow robes that indicate the servants of Savras, the priests of this temple. Varying races, varying sizes of all kinds, but one thing in common, they all tattooed on their forehead is an eye that matches the eyes you see all over the building. And you can gather that that is kind of the symbol of the house of the all-seeing orb, of Savras, of those who follow him. Ryvar, because of magic, while you're kind of let out that little burst of fire, you look up and kind of take in your surroundings and just manage to catch a glimpse of the only person not in a yellow robe that you see throughout this entire courtyard. And Michael, will you please describe what your character looks like?
Oh, sure. First, can I ask, have I been here, or do I also seem like I've just...
You haven't been here before. You kind of just arrived, and what you're doing now is walking up those steps into the actual temple.
So I'm walking up the steps. Okay,
Yes,
great.
and so you don't notice that they have arrived because of your low roll, but you are walking up the steps into the temple.
Sure. So I think what they would first see is a large black great axe fall out of my hands and then like slide down the steps behind me. Like, oh no. And then I turn around and you see a tall guy about like 6'6", maybe 6'7", chalk white skin. His hair is almost like a plume. It's like kind of like a short up, and then it kind of quickly falls down and back where it's very like almost shaven to the side. Purple hair. The coloration of that purple kind of extends to the cheeks and the throat. Very simple, like leathers on, nothing really special about that. But his great axe is made of like a really fancy black gemstone looking almost, and the face of it is a raven that is mid-flight, and the outstretched wings make up both sides of the blade. So each blade is like one of the wings. And that's me as I go scrambling after this great axe.
No, so if you look at when I showed you the portrait of our new friend, don't look at his name yet. You don't know his name.
Don't.
But that's to give you a little bit more of a visual. But if you look back at the visual of the house of the all-seeing orb, you're in that courtyard and pretty secluded in kind of a corner of the courtyard. So the pool that you see in kind of the bottom left corner is in front of you. And so you can see this figure because it's a, black axe clattering down the steps, like all of that vastly, starkly different from the light colored steps and all of the people in yellow robes. So you notice it, but it's like, unless you yelled to this person, you wouldn't be able to like catch up to them before they just enter the temple. Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I'm good.
I will be. Yes.
All right, pause for a second because I just saw something Matt said. Zach, your audio is not coming through on stream.
Hello. Thanks,
No.
Matt.
The real MVP. Sorry,
Our
we bashed Sir
producer.
Thomas.
The producer didn't notice.
Sir
Well,
Thomas is great.
you can hear me now. Whoops.
Matt.
Well,
Let
honestly,
me just give you a rundown of everything Zach has said. So he
Yes.
had a dream, and
Which I didn't
then
really say
he had to
anything
go
about.
back
Yeah, I
to
just
his
said it.
house. And the reason he went back to his house is because he's doing some scandalous stuff, and he wanted people to know that he was going to be gone for a few days. And then he came back because he's really fast, and he bragged about it, and he's part rogue now.
Yeah,
And he can punch a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty
can
much
punch
what
a lot.
happened. Yeah, I multi-classed into rogue for 2 levels because I could do cunning action and save some key points. Ryvar's up to some sneaky shit that no one knows about. Like Angie, honestly, Angie just nailed it. She nailed it.
Yeah,
Ryvar
honestly.
didn't say much more.
All right,
than that.
so moving on.
Ezra's good at stuff, you guys.
Yeah, Angie herself has the keen mind feat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
Thanks,
okay,
Matt.
Thank you.
Where were we? Oh yeah, we keep going.
So yes. So you I
Also, I
presume-
noticed the weapon because I have a background in blacksmithing, and I noticed his weapon, and then so I might bring that up. But anyway, we keep going.
Right. You noticed that it was a very unique looking great axe that was clattering down the steps. You don't need maybe not notice that there was a raven and all of that, but you noticed that it was a good, well-made axe.
For sure. Or just
and
an axe in
different.
general. Yeah.
Or just an axe. We'll see.
He just loves axes. He's an axe man.
So you guys start heading up the steps.
I just
Since
I realized what you said.
Michael, you entered the temple first. We'll start with you.
Okay.
As you walk in, you see
Oh, no.
similar things. You see a lot of people in yellow robes in various states of studying, chatting with each other, just like living their lives, But as soon as you walk in, you look to your right at sitting at one of the kind of largest tables in this entryway of the temple. You see a yellow-robed figure that immediately turns to look at you. She has ornately jeweled eye on her forehead, which is different than most of the priests you see around this temple. And she's carrying a staff, and as she stands up and approaches you hurriedly, you can see that the same eye symbol you've seen everywhere is shaved into the side of her very pixie cut haircut that she has. So she has the eye shaved in the left side of her head, as well as carved into the staff that she is carrying with her. So you can tell that she's probably a high priestess at the least for this temple. And she comes hurrying up to you. Oh, I'm so glad you're finally here. Oh, we've been waiting for you for so long. We love visitors. How can I help you? Oh, please. Do you want tea, coffee? We can bring some wine, crackers, anything you'd like.
Please stop. You're making me really anxious.
I'm so sorry.
No, it was fine. I was kind of looking for some you knew I was going to be here? Is that what you just said?
Yes. I had a vision of your arrival.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. That's really wild. I'm looking for some information. I'm told that this was probably like the best place to come for this.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm looking for, you probably already know her. This is weird that I even have to say this. Okazor?
Yes, she did come by to visit. I think about a couple of months or so. Maybe a week. I'm not exactly sure the timeline, but she was here, yeah.
Oh, darn, that long ago?
Yeah. I mean, she hasn't left as far as I know. But
Whoa. She so sorry. Are you saying that like she's here, like at the temple here?
Well, she's not here, but I can take you likely to where, you know what, actually hold that thought for just like one moment because we have more visitors coming. And she just kind of turns and looks at the doorway and just stares and waits for a second. Probably a good awkward 10-15 seconds go by.
Like, I'm holding my axe like up and the blade is like 5 feet.
The L train doors were supposed to open so long ago.
And just waits.
Welcome to Harold Washington Library.
And then you see the three party members, which, you know, as a refresher for everyone watching too, let's give a quick visual description of each of our party members. I assume, Ryvar, you were walking in first, so the first thing you see is
the first thing you see is just a couple inches shorter than you, a tall brass dragonborn man. I have kind of really flowy orangish brown robes that seem to be like there's one main piece and then just like a vest, kind of like a flowy vest and like a scarf, like just seems to be made out of a series of fabrics. Sleeveless, so I got to show off the ripped arms. A sash around my waist. In the sash you see like some darts that are like tucked into the belt. Tucked into like basically like what is this like scarf sash around my chest is a spear that hangs on my back. Bare feet, so just I have like large scaled clawed feet. And yeah, that's what Ryvar looks like.
Excellent. And close, probably right next to each other in close proximity behind Ryvar, you see both Ezra and Opal enter. Opal, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Opal is a tabaxi. She's like a hairless cat tabaxi, all black. She is wearing robes, but you can kind of see underneath she's got leather armor. It's like a very light, almost like a bleached leather armor that she has on over her dark furless skin.
I love her.
Great. And Ezra, please describe your character. Or you.
Yeah, Ezra is a young wood elf girl who, though she is young, has like a streak of gray coming through her really long, really dark, like brownish, almost black hair, and then extending from where that strip of gray is a small kind of like bursted scar that looks kind of like, you know, when you poke a water and it like ripples out. is a little scar, and then it kind of extends through her left eye. That is white, and her right eye is brown. Or wait, did I say that right? Her left eye is white and her right eye is brown. Did I say her white eye is brown?
I don't know.
Wow. So that's all going on for her. And then she's also wearing a very lovely dinosaur pajama
Mustache.
like top and bottoms combo set, like a
Great.
cute little like Target purchase.
RJ here in
Yeah,
Kansas.
yeah. And her favorite boots, obviously.
Of course, always. So as the three of you enter, you see, as I described, several yellow-robed individuals in various state of either eating, reading, talking to one another, kind of dispersed in groups, maybe walking to a farther back room in the reaches of the temple. But right in front of you, to the right, you see Michael's character, as well as the high priest that is much more ornately dressed, at least in her bejeweled eye on her forehead, that is staring at you already excitedly, big smile on her face. And as soon as you kind of cross the threshold, she says, "Oh, more from Candlekeep. Yes, yay, yay. Oh, I was waiting for you guys to arrive as well. Oh, now we're all here. Oh, I'm so excited to have you guys. Please come sit
Hello.
at the table. I have wine and cheese and water if that's more you're up to speed. Anything you need, I can
Did
grab."
tell you of our arrival?
No, I saw your arrival.
Oh.
Just now?
No, of a couple days ago, actually.
I look over at like, well, I guess this isn't the same deity. This is a different deity than Agma. Yeah, this is strange. I don't say anything.
I would like some
Okay.
wine.
Excellent, excellent. Well, if you will all, the four of you take a quick seat, I'll get you all set up, and then we can
You
talk
want me?
about.
You want me to be? You want me to also be in this group?
Yes.
Well, just as new arrivals all together, yes, and you can get
Okay.
acquainted if you need to, but I will be right back and just
Oh, that's
quickly
cool.
grab a couple things and I'll come back to hear why you're visiting us today. Okay, great. And she scuttles off and starts talking to some robed
love her.
individuals and pointing in your direction. So you have probably only like a minute or two if you would like to say anything before she hurries back.
I like
Hello,
your
I'm
eggs.
Ezra. I'm we talked at the same time, Ryvar.
Yeah.
You go first.
No, you please.
I just wanted to say hi, I'm Ezra, and this is Ryvar, and this is Opal. And you can definitely hang out with us today because we are down a couple people. So we have plenty of room.
Well, we might be, what we're doing might be dangerous. We don't want to
Yes.
person in any danger.
Yeah, even though you look like you could handle some danger, that's a really
Yeah.
good-looking ex.
Well, okay, hi.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information being thrown at me all at once, and I'm having a bit of a moment. You need to slow down just a second.
He
I
can't
understand.
handle this. He can't come with us.
Yeah, I don't think but in order to help him with this
I could
conversation-
say hello. My name is Volans.
Ryvar, nice
I'll
to meet
shake
you.
his.
Whoa,
Opal.
hey there.
Gosh,
so
sorry,
much is
Ryvar.
happening.
Yeah.
Strong grip you
I'll
got
let
there.
them
Wow.
do the talking.
Okay. What are you? Are you also a fan?
No,
A fan
As he
of-
says
I'm a
that-
person.
We have.
I almost said that, and I was like, I'm
We
not.
all just.
In our hearts, we all said that. But as that slight silence happens and Ryvar says, "I'm a person," you see the same priestess come hurrying up to you and takes a seat with you all at the table and just kind of clasps her hands like, "Oh, okay, well, food and drink should be out momentarily. How can we be of service to you all today?"
He was here first.
That is true. I hope you've all gotten acquainted. I'm sorry I could do introductions, but I honestly haven't.
Well,
met you either, which I'm very-
the three of us, we kind of came for something of a more private nature, but we don't mind waiting. Volans.
Yeah, they said they were gonna you guys are gonna be killing things. Is that what you said?
No,
Yes.
that is what we said, but it's taken out of context.
We have to. Not the goal.
I'm used to it. I have, I got this thing going on for me. Went to the axe. I'm used to that kind of stuff.
Ryvar looks at the axe. I mean, he knows weapons. Does the axe look used, or does it look more like ornamental?
It's used.
Okay, he kind of.
It's very well maintained.
Yes,
Not
yeah, but
just
used. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it looks like it. I believe you. Are you? You know what? You go ahead, bud.
Oh, okay. Well, I was looking, as I said. You said maybe she was here. I was really confused. Okazor?
Yes, she was here. About she arrived about a month ago, a little less than a month ago, I think now. Maybe just on a month, honestly. But yeah, she did come here about a month ago.
What has become common practice? Ryvar looks over at Opal for confirmation of what he already knows, like that Okazar was one of those names on that list.
Mhm. And Opal has a high enough insight, and you guys have been working together long enough
Yeah.
that like little looks like that. For the most part, I won't make you roll for. Like
Yeah, well,
you can
and
convey pretty easily.
Yeah, and Opal did just recently take the feat Keen Mind.
Sure did.
So
There you go.
she knows.
Did he say his name too?
It did.
Yeah, he said Volans.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would have been like, as I see them looking at each other, I look at both of them and then I do this to Volans, similar to when.
Yes, I know Okazor as well.
So you are okay. So you guys like are fans.
Okay,
You guys.
no, I am definitely still person.
No.
But what do you mean by a fan?
Well, so Ryvar, young people say fan when they mean that somebody likes somebody's work and they follow it and they adore it.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah,
I'm not
like when
very-
you like a bard and you go to like a show for a bard, you're a fan of the bard.
I understand. I apologize.
Yeah.
Sometimes people, when they meet Dragonsborns for the first time, are a little rude, and yes, but so I didn't really know if that was like a slur or something. I understand.
Oh no.
Wait. So
No,
you
sir.
guys aren't all like, so you're not all little devils. You're not fans of the Red Menace. You're not.
I don't
I-
think so.
I'm not the. I'm not. Me and the gods aren't like really. We don't.
No. Okazar.
I'm so confused. Maybe we should.
So-
both-
About this time, a yellow-robed person comes over and just like gives everyone a wine glass, everyone a water glass, drops off 2 large pitchers
Water.
of both, and then has a couple platters that have like pastries and cheeses and crackers and other kind of finger foods that you guys are welcome to just start nomming on. And without a word, kind of bows to the high priestess and continues on their way.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just get this out there. Is there also a Maestin Sidar here?
Yes, she arrived yesterday morning, I believe. Yes. Mhm.
Oh, good.
What about the Zerans or ideas?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
You
it
see-
seems like you all are looking for Valen, one of our oracles here, because I can connect the dots. They all came to seek some guidance or wisdom
with
from her. So
Balance Sidar?
Valen
Sarnaster?
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 Yes.
Sorry?
Yes. They all had come at various points and asked to speak with her, and we took them to her sanctum so they could seek wisdom and guidance and perhaps some prophecies from her, as she is our oracle. One of, she's not the only one, but yes, one of our well-known and highest honored oracles, I should say.
Is she alive?
But yes, it's an odd question.
Okay, yeah, no, sorry, I was just joking.
He kind of looks at you like and shifts a little, like.
Does the name Zimruthal mean anything to you?
Yes, also had come. That he was actually a priest here. That I'm not sure how long ago, but longer than the others, had decided to also kind of excuse himself from the rest of the world and help Valen in her sanctuary, sanctum, whatever you may call it, continue their work away from the distractions of the world. And he's been assisting her and her assistant as well in all of her findings with Sabras.
Can I roll an insight check? Because I mean, the building is the same, like, kind of outlook as the book that had the details of the Mummy Lord ritual.
Correct.
And that's the book that had the note from Zimru being like, "This is the lady."
Mm-hmm.
So
it is like more of a sandstone building, but it does have some of those eyes. Yes.
So yeah, can I do an insight check to see if I'm getting, like, I don't know, like her saying, like, her, the best way I can describe it, like with her being the, like, her saying the stuff that's like, to seek wisdom. They all came here to seek her with, like, I'm wondering if I'm getting, like, there's no war in Ba Sing Se vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm kind of looking for here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 12 plus 8, dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you're able to read enough that you believe that she is sincerely saying that they have come to seek wisdom, and that's not an odd thing for her.
Okay.
Like, she wouldn't question that if you were here to do the same thing, or if someone wanted to come and visit Valen for her wisdom.
Yes, we are here for Valen. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me send a quick note to her assistant just to make sure that she's ready for your arrival. So I'll go and do that real quick, and then if everything's all good, I can take you right to her. Okay.
Wonderful.
Excellent. And she kind of scurries over and once again talks to a scribe, who then kind of hustles away out of the temple, but she kind of gives you guys a look and just stays a little away, kind of looks at Ryvar a couple times, is like maybe a little uneasy after the "is she dead" question. Or is she alive? And saying you were here to murder people and things like that.
Well, I didn't say that.
True.
Yeah. I look at Volans and I say, Volans, I have a conversation that I have to you, but I need you to know that it's going to be very overwhelming.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready for that kind of conversation right
No,
now?
yeah, I know. I'm totally cool with that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
You see, I kind of gesture to the other two.
Okay.
We are kind of a band of adventurers, I guess we call ourselves the Muffins. We kind of help people, and like we are sent on missions sometimes from these people from Candlekeep, and that's kind of, it's just what we do. We like to help people.
That's fun.
We were sent here because our names are in the same book that describes how to make a mummy lord, and we're afraid that that has happened and that all of our lives are gravely in danger. And your name was there too. So somehow you are involved with this, and I feel like you have a right to know that, and so that's everything that we know, kind of. Other than the fact that someone else came here recently that we know, and we don't know what happened to her, but the people who are asking us to look for her are very worried for her sake. And now you pretty much know everything.
Wow, yeah, that was a lot of information in like a really short amount of time.
Yeah, I tried to prepare you. Yeah.
You did good. The warning was good one at the beginning.
It did. It was a nice. It was like there was a pillow when I fell off the building, but the pillow
you
was
still
there.
fell off the building.
Great.
I understand.
Seems like you've landed fairly well. Better than
I think I'm gonna be okay.
anticipated.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be okay. The mummy thing is what's really.
It's not good. No, we want that.
Mummies.
That's
really
why I'm
messed up.
drinking this wine, because maybe then my organs won't taste as good.
We also we
that's
have reason to believe that the person selected to become this mummy lord is this Valen,
Oh.
Yeah.
who apparently
So I
your
guess we
friend
are
has
fans.
come to see, or your maybe not friend. Do you know Okuzor?
Not personally. That'd be pretty crazy if I did.
don't
No,
get it.
I just watched from the stadium. She's a gladiator, and so I would watch, and that's how I got.
Oh.
I started training myself, and now I can do real good stuff with this thing.
Well, hey, that's impressive. Nice work.
I've done pretty well so far, just by watching her and just trying my best. But if you're saying that she might have
we just
already...
She could have organs.
I literally tell Volans everything. Like I mean, I know we don't have the actual letter, but like I give Volans our copy. I let him read everything. Like I let you like everything we know.
I don't even want to touch. I mean, like, no, I don't know what your guys' thing is. I personally have kind of like a not great view of like necromancy stuff.
Right? No, I think it's all around pretty frowned upon. Yeah.
Okay, great. That's just kind of my.
Yeah, no, me too. At least, I mean, I guess I'm speaking for everybody else, but no, dead things suck. Cool. They should stay dead.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really how it should go. And stuff like this really doesn't sit well with me. I really shouldn't be touching it. But messed up letter. That list is really, messing my brain up.
So how do you? So I don't know. Where are you from, Volans?
Oh, that's kind of a complicated question. I guess I mostly spend my time in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay. That's where we're from too.
Really?
Yeah, I live over it, and then I like tell you where I live, which is like
oh, great.
It's like a
where is that? Where does Ryvar live?
Well, I have a place in the outer city that I don't visit very much, but I have my vacation home.
Well, so I like to spend some months there, and then there's also like a small place up to the north called Willow's Hope, and I'll spend some time up there.
There you go, guys.
Sometime too.
You can pick a place.
Okay,
but
so
it's canon after right now.
Yeah, no. So
Tumbledown.
And
I live in Tumbledown, definitely.
I would live because I need to live in Baldur's Gate to be doing what I'm doing, and also be near my friends. So I would say I live just inside from the outer city, though. So I live in the Eastway, lower city. I live in Eastway. I could afford a better place, but I don't really care.
Well, I mostly when I am in Baldur's Gate, I am in Bloomridge.
Wonderful, I see. Across the bay from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Eastway.
Cool. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, it's we have the Elf Song Tavern. I spend most of my time there if I'm not doing anything serious. So.
I always say if someone's on the other end of the harbor, I'm never gonna see them. You know what I mean? It's too far.
No, hey, I get it. Yeah, you might as well be from a different world.
Pretty much. I'm not taking the boat to the carriage to get to you. That's what I always say.
Yeah. All right.
About this time, you see the same scribe enter the temple, come and say a few words to the high priestess. And she comes and returns and says, okay, well, excellent. We had Alicia, her assistant, say that you guys are good to go. So if you'll follow me, we do like to keep Valen's privacy, as she has detached herself from, like I said, the distractions of this world. So if you'll follow me, I'll take you back to the entrance to where she currently resides. Okay. All right, great. And she turns around.
Should have changed.
And takes you out of the temple, around the east side of the temple and towards the back. And as you're walking around, you can see that you're approaching a shed that kind of looks like a gardener's shed that's near the back of the temple. And so it's a decent walk to get kind of all the way back to the temple and kind of behind some trees, bushes. Definitely not hidden, but you wouldn't stumble across it necessarily. And as you approach it closer, you can see two yellow-robed priests casually standing near the entrance. They're not like at attention by the door. One's kind of hanging against a tree and just like praying. Another one's on a nearby bench that's right by the shed and praying as well. And they both, as soon as you're close enough, kind of come to attention and look at you, but see the priestess and continue what they're doing and don't really make much of a fuss about it. Priestess approaches the shed and goes to her pocket and pulls out a key. she turns to you and said, when you're ready to return, you will need to talk to Alicia about that because I will lock this behind you. Just again, for privacy's sake, we don't want anyone wandering where they shouldn't. So it will be locked, but you should be fine again as long as Alicia has another key that can let you in as well. Okay, great. And she
Who does she say is Alicia?
That's the assistant.
Okay.
Balance assistant.
And is Alicia like? Well, I guess I wouldn't know. Okay, sorry. Go
ahead. Okay. So she unlocks the door, opens it, puts the key back in her pocket, walks into the shed, and like she's done this several times, very practiced, she grabs a crowbar from the edge, finds a nook in the floorboard, pries it up a little bit, picks up the small chunk of wood from that reveals a latch that she then begins to unlatch and open a trapdoor. As she's doing this, Ezra?
While she's doing that, can I mage hand get the key out of her pocket to take with us?
Ooh, yes, bitch.
Yeah, give me.
She's doing a lot of movement with this like crowbar plying.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a straight sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna roll it on D&D Beyond because I don't trust my dice today. 18.
Okay. I don't have her pulled up. Give me a second to see if I have a passive wisdom, passive perception.
Listen, after playing a goody Morgan and a goody Ramsey, it's so fun to be like, and I've been watching, shout out to my girl Ashley Johnson playing Fern, just stealing everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Have you walked into the shed with her? It is a small shed, so like you could all fit, but it'd be a tight squeeze. Or are you waiting outside of the shed?
Well, I have 30 feet on Mage Hand.
I know, so but where are you?
Okay. I think that I would have been curious of all of this, and as soon as I saw the key, I would have like let myself be like as close to her as possible without being like all up in her business. So I probably would have stepped into the shed pretty soon.
Okay, great. Then likely the two priests that are outside the shed would not be within eyesight of this. So good answer. Okay.
Didn't even think about that.
So you are able to, without her noticing, pull the key out. Everybody else, give me a perception check to see if you notice.
What did she roll?
An 18.
My passive perception is 18.
But if it meets it.
Oh, you're right.
So
my passive perception is a 20.
Okay, so Opal definitely sees it.
I just rolled a 24.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Okay. So
everyone but Volans.
I'm just talking to Ezra about her like dinosaur.
Yeah, it's like
Did you know? Yeah, did you actually know that chickens are the dinosaur's closest living descendant? That's a fun bird fact.
That's perfect. So when we all get our house together, we could get a chicken.
Birds are really cool.
And as
I
she's
point to
saying
like my
that,
axe with the
you see the key come out of the priestess pocket and into the hand just at her side, Ezra's hand, and I presume you then put it in your pocket, put it away out of sight.
These dino pajamas have pockets.
I look at Ezra and I give her a wink.
You have your gear. You probably have your backpack.
Yeah, I will too.
I'm like good move. I give her a wink. Yeah.
All of the fear from the dream of them liking me and being sad if I was gone dissipate, and I feel very proud of myself. And I'm like, these are my people.
Okay. And so as the key leaves her pocket, that's when she's lifting up this probably hefty trap door, and she lifts it up and kind of lets it hang back on its hinges. And as you guys look down, you see a circular well that is hidden under the shed with a single ladder that descends with a couple of
he has to relock it
with a couple of torches or kind of ever glowing lights, not fire, torches lighting the way as you descend as you would descend this ladder, probably a good 20-30 feet down, because it looks like a natural well, or a natural well that was made to collect water, but they now use as the secret entrance for this place.
I jumped
and at the
down.
very okay, great.
Shayna's like,
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 20-foot drop, so
Yeah,
with
and-
your everything, you
yeah,
can
with your
Slow-
everything,
that.
with just being who you are as
With
a dragon.
slow fall, I can reduce falling damage by 55.
Lord.
You're like Mary Poppinsing, just like
You're just like,
Yeah, my robes below, and I just kind of land.
as you do, you just hear the priestess goes, oh, and just kind of let out a
Alright,
little
that's
squeak.
kinda what I
She
do.
watches you. Like, oh, you gave me a start. Okay, well, the portal is at the bottom of this well, so like I said, I'll have to lock up behind you, but I'll leave you guys to it. Enter at your leisure, and have an excellent time. And she begins to exit and closes the door behind you,
I
and
jump
there
in.
is a pause.
I jump
Yeah, I'll
in.
jump down too.
And I'll shut. Did you say there was like a thing we could pull over the?
It's just a trap door.
Okay.
That's just
I
like
would-
hidden, a hidden trap door.
Once Volans is in, I'll just shut the trap door really fast.
Well, I will say, actually, because I forgot, she removed a piece of wood that she'll put back, so she hasn't left the room yet. You can still
Okay.
jump if you want to jump, but
Yeah, I jump
you can also
immediately.
just descend the ladder normally.
Yeah.
So you both just jump. You don't take the ladder.
Yeah, I'm a cat. I'll land on my feet, right?
Sure. Yep. Mhm.
I look
I don't have any feet.
Ryvar
Am I
is
the
like,
only one
Ryvar
taking
sighs
it?
deeply, and he's like, "Why am I like?" like
I'm the only one taking the ladder.
Yeah.
Thank
So they
God.
jump, and then Volans
The role
starts-
model, you jump down first.
No, I know. I'm saying, like, why are they doing what I'm doing? They shouldn't be doing that.
I always do what you do.
You guys are intense.
Yeah.
So both Ezra and Opal give me dexterity saving throws.
Saving throws. Time for
I'm not
me
gonna
to
try to catch you
make
again,
one.
Okay,
You said dexterity.
12.
8.
you both take. I mean, I think there's only 20, but we'll see. 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 20 feet.
Ow!
Why did you do that? There's a ladder there.
You did
You
it.
did it.
Okay, but I can do what I can do. I can't make magic come out of my fingers either. What are you doing?
That is a good point.
Get out of my laboratory.
As Volans is probably about halfway, the high priestess had been watching, and you see her close the
this is
trap
even
door, and
better.
you hear the thunk, and then
Even
the
better.
slide and kind of little clicking of putting the
Go, go,
wood
go,
piece
go,
back
go.
inside.
Come on,
And
we need
then-
to go. We need to go.
Run.
What you had fallen into was a roughly like 40 by 40 square foot, or not square foot, but a 40 by 40 foot chamber. And you're kind of on one far side, so almost 35 feet in front of you. And against the opposite wall, you see a green glowing circle portal of
Hate
just
this.
swirling magicness that you presume will lead you to where.
Why can't we just walk places?
Can I take 1 minute quickly and cast augury?
Okay.
Which
yes.
is here, I'll just send you get to okay,
I like this
just
spell.
read it. By casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon's bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divine tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take in the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following.
Okay.
Wheel for good results, woe for bad results, both or nothing. So I'll take out
When it said divinely, you can just do it with your holy symbol.
okay, yeah, I'll just do it with my holy symbol.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't say more
It's
than an
very
action.
vague. It's only a second
then you
level
take-
spell.
Sure. I mean, you can. It will take you. Yeah. You want to do it?
Takes a minute.
Yes,
Takes
it's
a
1
minute.
minute.
I don't know if we have a minute.
But
We're
We
doing
can
the
go.
thing.
Huh? What?
We're down. We're a little farther.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
If you don't want me to, I won't.
Well, listen. What are we gonna do? It's gonna say whoa. We're gonna then not go in.
Well,
Is anyone
then
else
we'll be
concerned
prepared.
about the giant green thing?
Yeah, that's what we're deviating. Oh yeah, he doesn't know what we do right now. Opal's doing
right.
this thing where she talks to her god, and
Oh.
the god tells her whether or not what we're about to do is good or bad. It is always bad. I don't know why we do this. You know, it's gonna be bad. You know, that's what I say.
But like so good.
At
Like,
this
so bad
point,
it's good.
you all hear a slight click of the trap
Oh,
door
go!
I
opening
want to get this over
again,
with.
I jump
and
in.
the priestess yelling
Fine.
down,
Jump in.
"Excuse me!" as you
Fine.
all leap into the portal, and you.
I guess
all...
I won't mark off that spell slot.
Listen, I'm just saying what my character would say. It's like, what are we gonna do? Not go in here?
You're right.
I
All
want to
right.
hear it though. Can you cast it later when we get where we're at?
Can you cast it after we
Is when
already
you get
know
in
what
the first
happens?
thing. Mhm.
Yes.
There's a 20% chance that it's already raining. Yeah, I dive into the
Yes, I mean I'm.
yeah.
But as
Yeah.
you again hear the excuse me from the top of the ladder, you all dive and throw yourselves into this portal, feeling a similar sensation as you did with the teleporting. Go ahead and once again give me a Constitution saving throw, Volans included. I
I'm
would say
I'm gonna,
probably
I'm
with
gonna
advantage for
self-impose.
Volans.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I have advantage on this.
I'm going to
So-
self-impose disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
And one of them was a natural 20, but this one's still pretty good. 18.
You said Constitution?
Yeah.
It's 14.
I really don't like teleportation, so I rolled disadvantage, but I still got 18.
Thank God for advantage because I would have rolled a 2. 25.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Opal, you
Ardmore.
said 9,
A 9.
and then a 14 for Ezra.
Yeah.
So Ezra, you're able to keep your feet this time as you go through the portal, but you feel the queasy feeling that you assume both Ryvar and Opal. You're almost too confident being the only one to not feel it before, so you throw yourself in without even prepping for it, and you're immediately like, whoa, and again have like to take a moment. Ryvar, you were prepping yourself. You did take that moment. You're like, I hate this. Throw yourself in. Volans, this isn't really anything new to you. And Opal, you feel the exact same thing you did before. You drop to your knees again. You're about to throw up and just feel queasy as you land into this new space. And that new space.
What do I see?
I just imagine Opal like
So it might be black, so you might have to zoom out and find the tiny square
Oh no,
of a room.
I don't like tiny
Oh.
square room.
Like
I don't
that.
like
you
tiny
land in.
square room.
No, thank you.
No, no,
Can we go back?
Tiny square room. No.
I mean,
oh my
yeah.
gosh, this is like if we were all hanging out at our new house.
So you all
What?
come to in this new
We're getting a house
environment.
together.
And as you look around, you do notice a very similar portal directly behind you that you could just jump right back through. No big deal. You don't have a concern about that. But as you look all around you, you realize that you are in a building of some kind that is made of crystal. Very similar crystal to the book. And all around you is just shimmering crystal. And as you look around and try to look kind of out and beyond, you don't really see anything except like a swirling darkness outside of the room on most of the walls, except the one directly in front of you, which you can see of the crystal. There's a cutout door with an even crystal doorknob in front of you. And through that, you can kind of see into a distorted image of the next room. And this crystal is letting out a glow. So there's no problem seeing. It's every wall all around you, even the floor, is letting out a slight glow.
Does this plane of existence look at all familiar to me?
I don't think so. On our break, which is coming up soon, I'll let you know which one it is. I don't think so.
Okay.
It is also a distorted view because you're looking
Gotcha.
through
That makes
the
sense.
shimmering
Yeah,
crystal.
that makes sense.
So we'll say you probably don't. You also see, as soon as you arrive, with embedded in the walls and the crystal all around you, you see eyeballs just scattered all around the walls. And as soon as you enter, all of them shoot towards you and
No,
watch you.
no.
And as you kind of get up and maybe take a half a step forward, you see them kind of shift
No.
and follow you as you're in this
Do
room.
they all follow one of us, or are they like all following one of us?
They, as you like break off, the eyes that are closest to you as
Look
you
at
break
you.
off
Yeah.
follow you. The rest remain with the rest of the party. And
What
as you
is
kind of
this
get your
place?
bearings and look forward down that next room, you slowly see yellow start to appear and get closer and closer. And the door opens and you see a woman in a yellow robe enter the room, kind of shut the door behind her and stand there and say, "Well, I think you might have something that belongs to us that I'll need before we continue." And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh gosh!
Is it just the
Oh
key?
my God. I don't know. All right.
So
Take
we're
my
gonna
key.
take a break, get some water,
Oh no.
take a patty break, get some snacks, whatever the case may be, and we'll be right back as quick as we can. Don't go anywhere.
August 28th.
Hello and welcome back. Hope you got some hydration. So hope you relieved yourself if you needed it. Did all the
Piddle party.
business. Piddle party, yeah. But now that we're back, we're gonna jump right back into it. So the party had just stolen a key and jumped through a portal to just narrow it down to those two things in search of a scribe from Candlekeep that had been after some answers about a book that talked about a mummy lord and organ transplants and a lot of dark stuff. And so the Muffins, now joined by Volans, have ventured into the sanctum of Valen Sarnaster to hopefully find who they're looking for and maybe stop a mummy lord in the process. Who knows? We'll find out. But they have gone through the portal and have arrived in a very crystal, beautiful looking building, but also covered in eyeballs that watch their every move. And also now greeted by a person as they walk through the door in a yellow robe. And she had just walked in and said, "Well, I think you have something that belongs to us that we're going to need back before we continue any farther." And she looks at you all expectantly.
Oh.
Is it our organs?
Where?
What?
Oh.
Oh, it's the key
If they-
that you
oh.
took.
The what?
The key.
Like a key to our hearts, like a metaphorical kind of a key that we
Who
took
took a
from you?
key?
Is this a riddle?
This is
No,
part
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
it's
We-
the key that needs to lock the shed that you took from Sheer, the priestess that graciously led you to us, and that we would like back before we continue.
I look
I-
at all of them.
I don't know what we were thinking. The place is covered in eyeballs. Just give him the key.
Wait, did one of you steal something?
Can you blame us? They're gonna lock us in here. I mean, that didn't feel good, did it?
You're not locked in. I also have a key. You are welcome to leave whenever you
Oh,
wish.
well,
Can we have a key?
transparency is everything. And I'll like pull the key out and I'll walk it over to her.
I apologize if Sure did not say that, but
No, we've just seen a lot of stuff and I've been in some situations. So apologies for not trusting you.
Yes, we got off on the wrong foot. We
Yes.
apologize. We are here in good
Mhm.
conscience.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And she pulls out of her pocket a stone, which Volans, you're familiar with what this is. Some of you might be familiar with ascending stone. I'll let you decide. But she pulls that out of her pocket, kind of turns away, says, "Okay, they gave it. Please come down and grab it, and we'll be on our way." And puts it back. And shortly after, you see one of the two priests that were outside of the shed come through the portal, walks up to Alicia, takes the key from her, turns around, kind of gives you all like the side eye and then continues back through the portal and back
I
upstairs.
want to mage hand the key out of his hand. as
Oh
he
my
goes.
God.
No, I'm
My
kidding, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking.
Alicia, my name is Ryvar BrassScales. Is your last name Basir?
Yes, it is.
We have reason to believe that your life is in danger.
Why would you? What? Okay, why?
I kind of look to the others for permission to say what I'm about to say.
That was everything.
I'll just give a little nod.
Okay. So he doesn't spill everything because he doesn't want to make
Mhm.
anyone uncomfortable, but he says, what is the Candlekeep Library? Is it called something again? Like the actual building, like the or organization, like the readers? What are they? Are they, or is it just the Candlekeep Library?
It's Candlekeep and it's the Great Library within Candlekeep.
We were sent here by the Great Library in Candlekeep. We have reason to believe that a scribe who recently came in through here, one Maestin Sedar,
Yes, she did come here.
is she still
recently,
here?
yes. Yes, she's with Valen conversing in the observatory.
And she is well.
Yes, I mean, I don't check in on them daily, so I have not been there, but
Excuse me? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Does that mean that Okazor's here too?
yes.
Here in this crystal hallway place?
Okay, she is within the sanctum, yes. Again, in the observatory, that is where
Oh, so
Valen
we're in the
holds
sanctum right now.
Yes, you are within the sanctum that Valen has chosen to detach herself from the world in order to fully be able to focus in on her third eye and understand the visions that she's given. And
Can I insight check whether or not she does think that Maestin is alive?
Sure.
13.
And correct.
13.
Oh,
okay.
results axing. Results
Sorry.
axing.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Oh, sorry, I just realized Ryvar's token didn't update with the new picture you gave me.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh well. You are updated. Anyway, sorry, distracted. With a 13, you believe that she does not think there's any nefarious things, that everyone that has come in to visit is all in well.
Great. Then I say, well, I appreciate that. We heard that maybe she was in trouble, so if we could see her, then all will probably be well. The reason why I thought maybe your life was in trouble was because her life was in trouble. That's all it was.
Oh, well, of course, you are more than welcome again to head to the observatory where Valen holds everything. And I will say that time works a little different in that room, so I'm not sure, how long it seems they've been gone or how long they think they've been gone, but I do know that time works a little different. And if they've been here for months, that just might be because of that. And they are continuing their lessons and in such with Valen.
So is the observatory where everyone's being kept, is that on some kind of different plane? Or is that still
No.
just a part of the big old building we were just in?
It's a part of this building. We're on kind of a separate demi-plane right now that
Oh boy.
Valen has created for her, again, seclusion. And within this building they are. I'm more than happy to give you directions to the observatory, but I do have some work and things to continue to do if happy to answer any questions before
Yes, if
then.
you could please direct us to the observatory, that would be great.
Yeah, of course. She sends you, double check.
Mm-hmm.
She tells you to continue down the hall behind her and take your first left. That's probably the best way to continue on to the observatory. If any rooms are locked, you might have to find a different way. And as fate wills it, Valen will make herself known to you, or you will encounter her. I can't for sure, of course, say that she is in the observatory. That is where she spends most of her time. But as I said, as fate wills it, you will find her. I would recommend not continuing down the hallway all the way into the room at the end of this hall. It is dangerous if you don't know how to get through it on your own.
So, okay.
Oh my
I just want to let you know that it's weird that you gave such vague instructions. Super weird.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yes.
But
Oh,
we'll go.
well,
we'll
I
go.
don't. You can continue basically as
Well,
you
is
take a
it
right
to the
and
left
continue
and then,
straight.
you know, and then
Continue straight up if you want a direct path, but you are free to roam the temple as you so wish. The direct path is.
I'm sorry. That was so rude of me. Listen, I apologize. Okay, we aren't used to people being normal. Okay, and you seem so normal, and I don't like it.
Oh.
And no, I don't. It's not
I'm
that
sorry?
I'm so bad at talking to people.
Ryvar.
You are a good person, seemingly. I just don't trust it. I have emotional trauma.
I'm
Emotional.
sorry
Emotional.
to hear that.
Well, it's you don't have to be sorry. I'm just explaining my very weird behavior to and asking you to forgive me.
Sure. Yeah, of course. I no harm, no foul here.
Ryvar,
I'm
shut
sorry
up.
for the sorry for the vague directions. Again, it was just if you wish to see more of this sanctum, this temple, as we've more recently begun to call it, as it is an extension of the temple from which you came, you're more than welcome to. I just didn't wanted to give you the option of heading in the direction, but not.
Ryvar remains
so
quiet
direct.
and kind of like slinks back, and I think in his mind, kind of starts to wonder, like, have his recent activities like thrown him off? Like, is he too paranoid? Is he like, can he not do his job now because he's like expecting everyone to have some kind of like seedy motivation? You know, he's just kind of having a little bit of a crisis and remains quiet.
Would I know much about the deity to whom this temple is
Savras?
dedicated?
You would definitely know that it is, because I think Tella said so, and if not, she would have, that it is the god of divination and fate. And so all of their kind of talkings of I had visions, yes, may seem odd, but also being worshippers of that deity, it is not uncommon that they would have oracles and visions and all of that.
It's like generally like a lawful good type vibe.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any history that you know with this god that would raise a flag as the followers of this god would be capable of something like this.
Okay.
I would immediately, as soon as she is done talking and as soon as Ryvar's done being paranoid, I would walk up to her and like do the little bow thing that all of the yellow robed people have been doing, and walk into the hallway and like look back and be like, me.
As you do that, she kind of smiles and gives you a little bow too, and also walks through the door and then continues down. Whoa, Alicia got huge.
Ah!
She's buff. Continues down the door until this point where she takes the corner and disappears into a room.
Once I get into this space and like past the door here,
I'm sorry, she meant to tell you to take a left. That was me not realizing you'd be moving this way and all of that. So as you move down the hall, she directed you to go
Yeah,
basically
you said.
north on the map.
Yeah, you
to
said
the
take
left.
the left. You're good.
I did? I thought I said right.
Huh?
Either way, it's to the left.
To the left, to the left.
Am I allowed to just kind of freely? Like I'm
fingers.
moving. I'm trying to move slowly, so I'm not moving too much. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say
move
Ryvar just
slowly,
kind of makes his way.
And like I said, you can basically see where a large, wide hallway opens up into a great room.
Yeah.
All of these, the more narrow hallways, are probably only 10, maybe 15-foot ceilings. But as you walk into a chamber like this, it just opens up to closer to 30 to 40-foot ceilings. Again, all crystal, all still covered in eyes that are watching your every movement as you go.
Yeah.
And as you enter this room specifically, you see in the center of the room it's blank except that kind of square in the center, which is a large crystal dais at the center.
Whoa.
Oh, so I probably would not be on that.
True.
Oh. We all just
Does this seem like to be just kind of like a large foyer, or is there any people in here or anything, or is it kind of just empty?
You don't see any people.
Okay.
You do notice as you kind of step in and step closer to the dais in the middle, you feel kind of like almost like a headache coming on, like a pulsing headache. Like just like there's some sort of like radiating headache that's kind of hitting you. It's not like stopping you by any means, but it's like giving you a little pause, kind of furrowing your brows as you feel this kind of pulsing energy give you a little bit of a headache.
I would love to cast it because it lasts for 10 minutes. So as we're exploring, I want to cast Detect Magic, specifically on the eyes that are like littering the hallways and like
Okay.
around the area.
So you want to cast Detect Magic, you said?
At first level.
Okay.
And I'll also
You can tell that kind of because you're in a demiplane, everything kind of seems magical of just this building being in the middle of this demiplane in general. So that's almost a little overwhelming that like the walls, everything.
That's why my head hurts.
But you do see hot spots for these eyeballs for some divination magic of them watching your every step.
Cool. Well,
All right,
that tracks. Didn't learn too much.
Let's try to keep going and find our mark.
Sure.
Oh wait, sorry, forgot you guys have freaking high passive wisdoms. So
I
without
have a 20 passive.
yeah, and
Not
Ryvar, you said
me.
18.
My passive's 18. Yeah.
So both of you, without having to investigate it, in this dais that's in the middle of this chamber, you can see almost frozen as if this was a block of ice in the middle of the dais is the hilt of this beautiful ornate sword. You don't see the sword, it's just the hilt, but you see this beautiful ornate hilt of a sword, almost like, again, frozen as if this was an ice cube that it had been frozen into, but you don't see the sword, it is just that hilt.
And it's within the gym itself.
Yes.
Not sticking out of.
Right. It's like within this kind of square big dais that's again crystal as everything else is, but it just kind of sticks out the floor. And then like near the top and almost kind of just off center, just under the surface, as you will, you see this hilt.
Is there
Like
any
fruit in a jello mold.
yeah. Is there any like plaque or anything that would indicate what this is?
Mm-mm.
This is a terrible museum. Pull it out.
I think Ryvar, much like Zach, would do what he always does at the museums and go, interesting, and then move on.
Okay.
What happens if you touch the hilt?
I don't know, find out.
As Ezra walks by, she'll touch the hilt.
As you kind of throw your hand over where the hilt is, it's still under the crystal, but you can kind of get close to it. As soon as you touch the dais in the middle of the room, two beings.
So I really have to just like tell
Okay.
you guys what to do and what not to do, right? So that's but we
You told me to do it.
No, I was. Yeah.
You said to. You said to,
So
Dad.
you
I mean,
see-
Ryvar.
Volans right behind you, and on the opposite side of the room, you see two figures appear that look
Now we're
like
talking.
this.
Their
legs- Their legs are just smoke, very genie-like, as they kind of hover on top of or above the floor below them. Their skirts
Museum
billowing
security.
out as they hold these giant hammers in front of them and look at you with menacing glares. Everyone, please roll initiative.
No!
Sorry, guys.
Hey, it is what it
I
is.
will not touch any more museum objects.
Yeah,
wanted someone to do it,
Angie and
really.
museums do not have a good track record.
They don't. I did get yelled at at
Yeah, you let out
an art
Vizax.
museum. I let out
When?
Vizax in one campaign, in our first campaign, but I also IRL touched art I wasn't supposed to touch at a Montreal museum once.
Of course.
It was to be fair, it was terrifying.
I love how we're gonna kick these DAO's ass and then have to just like keep going throughout this place.
Yeah. Don't use too many spell
Like,
slots.
oh, don't go that way. You know, it's nothing happened there.
Nothing at all.
Don't go down that
I
way.
think you're gonna have to click on our tokens and add turns for us, JMO.
Oh, gosh dang it.
Right click and just click add turn.
I think it was too high. Boop. 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 Boop.
Boop.
And boop.
Boop.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but this is a really fun vacation, and I'm glad we went on this little family trip before we get our house together.
Oh yeah, that's great.
You gotta talk about this house.
Yeah, we should. You could be in the house too if you wanted.
I don't know you guys well enough for
Yeah,
that.
we
I'm
don't know
sorry.
him well enough. What are you doing?
Well, I didn't know you, Now we
We've
do.
known each other for 3 years.
but I didn't know you at one point.
I understand, but you didn't ask me to move in with you first day.
That's true. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I'm high wisdom, so.
So am I.
No, I know you're probably higher than me.
No, no.
Um.
I just have really high charisma. I'm so cute with my dinosaurs.
Alrighty. So, as
Let's
these
do this game.
creatures appear before you, I just realized I'm not playing any music whatsoever. What a boring session.
No, it has not been boring.
Nonsense.
They're really
We're in a
boring.
museum.
In my head, just now it was going. "Dun, dun, ba, dun, 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 dun,
That's what I'm
dun."
saying. I need some like fight funness, right?
Fight Funness is my favorite band. It's right up there with the
I don't
Foo
know if I have
Fighters.
any fight funness ready. What does that one sound like?
What does that one sound like?
Is it the ocean?
So the Dow's little wispy, like
Yeah, who knows? We'll get to that maybe later. Okay. So the DAOs get to go first. The DAO to the left will look at you, Ryvar, being the closest person.
Yep.
And I need you. Whoop. Hit the wrong button. Whoop, ba-doop.
Whatever you're gonna say, I'm not gonna like it.
Probably not. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
17.
Yeah. should be with us.
Okay.
That's not that high at 13th level.
Sorry, one memento. You said 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see the Dao turn to you and mutter something in a language you can't understand as she kind of moves her hands around, and you feel something start to come over you, but you're able to kind of shake it away and nothing happens.
What language was it?
One none of you understand.
You don't know that.
That's true. I don't. Ezra, please also give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 13.
Okay. You, as this Dow turns to you, her eyes glowing, and she just takes almost like a half a step towards you without really moving, and you just immediately feel fear cover your entire body, and you are now frightened of this
But
creature.
is it a charm?
No, it is not.
Can I use a reaction?
Sure. You're getting attacked.
It is a spell.
Are you a warcaster?
I have counterspell.
So you want to use counterspell.
So if she was
on...
casting a spell on
Gotcha.
me for the
Okay.
wisdom, then I would use counterspell to.
Yes.
Unless it's an ability.
It's not. It's a spell. She's
Okay.
casting a spell. It is a spell. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I would cast.
So if it's third level or
Counterspell.
lower, it just stops, and then if it's above third level, she needs to roll for it.
Right. So go ahead and give me a roll.
You'll
And
add.
I'm rolling
You'll add your charisma,
charisma.
and I think proficiency.
Oh fuck.
Maybe just charisma though.
It
Should
says
say.
it is. Okay. So then it says the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. And you got a what?
I did it at a third level, and I got a 7. Wait, why was I rolling?
You're rolling because
rolling-
the spell that she cast was above third level.
Right. So because my spell was a higher level than your counter spell, you have to roll to see if it's successful.
Oh, the DC is for you, 10 plus
Yes.
whatever spell you Okay. Yeah. Welcome to actually seeing the spell counterspell and not just on Foundry. So that is it's a 10.
Okay, so yeah, so you go to cast counterspell, but as
Yeah.
you do, you see her in front of you, and you just stutter over your words, and the spell just can't take effect. So you still cast it, but you're just already too frightened of her for it to work. And that is all for now, but you will have to do something at the end of your turn.
And just so you know, I rolled for wild magic whenever I've been using these, and I'm at 1, 2, and 3. If I
Great.
roll, so just so you know.
Okay. Okay. That is it for their turn. Ezra, it is your turn, and you are again frightened of this creature in front of you.
Woof. Okay.
You can't move closer to it, and you have
And I can't
disadvantage.
attack it on.
You can attack it. You just
I
have
can. I
disadvantage.
just have disadvantage. Okay.
If you did an area of effect, it wouldn't matter. Just saying.
True. You can attack an area, and it is this specific one, so you could attack the other.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Yes,
The one that's
it is,
closest to
yeah.
me.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna, cause I'm got my eyes on that one. So I am going to shake off my flub and say, they do like you. They do. And I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay.
Ha! Oh fuck. 11.
That does not hit.
Oh, no. Angie's back.
Yay! Okay. That's it.
For the person who likes to probably roll physical dice the most, you roll the lowest on them all the time.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, so then I do not want to do anything else. I can do a bonus action Misty Step to move. I can move away, right? I just can't
Yes.
move
You
towards.
also just
Okay.
can move as well.
I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna move.
Okay.
And say, This is not going as I planned. And I run towards behind my very good friend, Cat Mom.
Okay. Then at the end of your turn, as you are still frightened,
I'm frightened.
I'm frightened.
Really, I am. Oh, there's music.
Yeah, I just threw something in there real quick.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Serious fight.
You take.
You take.
Oh no! At the end of your turn, give me another wisdom save.
That's silly. I'm gonna not roll physical dice for this one time.
Sorry, I forgot you still had another chance.
Go F yourself. 7.
Oh no!
Okay, so then you do take. "21 points of psychic damage."
I'm a
Ooh.
squish. I'm still up.
Oh, mama.
I got this. We got a cleric.
We do got a cleric.
All right, and that's the end of Ezra's turn. Volans, you're up.
All right. Wow, this has been weird. I am going to go into use my bonus action to go into a silent rage. I'm raging,
Yes.
but I'm not yelling. As I go into a rage, my chalk white skin looks even whiter and more like one almost like a porcelain, one could say.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
My eyes go black. And yeah, my features kind of even out almost as if like it's an approximation of my face, kind of like a mask.
Ooh, I love that.
And that's me raging. And so I'm gonna go. What's my speed? 40 feet? Yeah. I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, 25. And attack this yonder creature
Okay.
with my great axe.
Okay.
22.
That hits.
Nice. Okay, so it's going to be 6, 12. No. 6, 12, 13, 15. Points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And I do an extra because of my divine fury. It's also going to take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Okay, that was my first attack. For my second attack,
Incredible.
yeah, that's a natural 19 for a total of 30.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say that hits.
Yeah.
Do some damage. That's what barbarians do.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 additional points of slashing damage.
Nice. All right, you come in and you just wail on this Dow, and you see her take each of these hits full force, and she just looks at you and glares down. But you got her.
Awesome, that's all I can do. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Ryvar.
I look over at Opal and I say, "Help Ezra," and then I look back over at my new friend kicking some butt. I slowly take out my spear and I'm like, "Messing with my mind, that's not good, but I have wanted to get my limbs going for a while," so I run forward, and with my unarmored movement improvement, I just run up the wall behind this Dow without needing to do anything. I just can do that as much.
Because, yep, you just can. Of
And
course
then
you can.
as I jump off and am going and take my spear and just thrust it towards this Dow, and I think I would have advantage being flanking with Volans.
Yeah, I would say so. And
Right.
her attention's definitely on him since he just attacked.
So that is a 28 to hit.
That also hits.
That is 13 points of damage with sneak attack.
Okay.
And then as I come down, I land and I just go for another thrust with my extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
Also at advantage. And that is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that does. You know what? I'm gonna use my piercer feat to reroll that dice. I got the lower one. So that's 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to jump in the air and just kick her twice, bicycle kick her, using a key point to do Fury of Blows.
Okay.
So that is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
The second one is a that is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is going to be too bad it's only on an orange strike, but that's fine. That is going to be a total of 11 plus 13 and it is 23 points of bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to use another key point for stunning strike, so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, got it.
DC 16.
Ooh. Well, not a great roll. Yeah, she only got a 14.
Okay,
on
she
that.
is stunned until the end of my next turn. I mean,
Oh,
she can
okay.
take, stunned. I always forget stunned. But it's good. A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Damn, okay.
And that is the end of my turn. So
Are
I
you
just
sure?
so I just ran up the
Yeah.
wall, spear, kick, like monking it up.
Yeah, you all just see him just take a full-blown, literal flurry of blows of he just kicks into gear, climbs on the wall as he comes down, stabs her as her attention is turning back to Volans, stabs her in the side, pulls back before she can even turn, stabs her again, and as she's turning, gets in two quick hits and just so much movement in just the time it kind of took her to turn her attention back to Ryvar of just a quick 6 seconds with freaking 4 hits thrown in there and running across the wall.
And I'll just look
Incredible.
over at Valens and I'll just kind of like get my spear ready. I was like, "Good to fight with you. This feels good." That's
The
it.
mask just kind of like peers at you.
Oh, that's super creepy. We'll talk about that.
And I will say, I think Volans, you've been fighting enough that you probably can deem that this creature is now stunned, and the other two of you definitely you've fought with him enough to know.
Yes. Hi. Level 13s have a lot of stuff going on, especially when you're playing a class you've never played before. Forgot to say, I got the Sentinel feat, so they can't move. They wouldn't got them, so they wouldn't have been able to move.
Nice,
But that's
amazing.
more so that when I inevitably forget, y'all
Right,
can
say
be
it
like,
out loud.
That's good.
Sentinel,
Michael.
got it.
Go back. You gotta let your players know.
Speak,
Your fellow
please.
players know.
I've already
yeah.
written a cheat sheet, but I've forgotten things to put on my cheat sheet, so that's one of them. So
We gotta
cool.
back
Thanks.
each other up
Great.
on these
Thank you.
numerous amount of abilities that we have.
All right, Opal, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna scoot back here to Ezra, and I'll give you a second level cure wounds.
Thank you.
For
My
11.
cat mom and my lizard dad.
11 points. It's not great, but it's something.
That's better. I'm in the upper registers again instead of the mid.
Okay. And
Thank
then, you're welcome. And then, oh shoot, I can't cast a spell as a bonus action, can I? Because I cast a spell. Okay.
Unless it's a
If it is
cantrip bonus
cantrip
action.
and a bonus action, yeah, but I don't think
Right.
those.
I
even
literally
exist.
don't have any available cantrip bonus
I
actions.
don't think those really exist. That's not your fault.
Yeah. Then that's what that's me.
Thanks.
Okay,
Wow.
great. We are back to the Dow. One is stunned, so she will be doing nothing on her turn.
A
Nice.
monk shit.
Hey. The other one having Ezra frightened and enjoying that, which Ezra, you still see this like eerily like glowing creepy version of the other Dao. So this Dao specifically looks a little different than the other one to
Oh
make
wow.
it's a the spell she cast kind of altered her appearance a little bit to make her to you and you alone look much more terrifying.
Oh, so it also makes me look foolish that I'm scared of this thing because I'm the only one that can see.
No, you're not a fool.
No, I mean maybe.
No one's ever gonna
Let me just. Yeah, so she's got enough
We aren't
movement, so
friends,
she's
though.
just gonna run up right to the both of you. And having seen
Kidding.
Opal just
No,
heal,
don't come over here.
she's gonna turn to you, Opal, with her giant hammer that she has and bring down her maul
Bring down the
twice
hammer.
to hit you. Bring it down.
Bring it down. Bring them all
Get
down.
on down.
Oh wow.
I'm on a
You guys
game
are
now, horror.
maybe lucky. That's a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah. And then that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
I got a nat
So the
20 on
second
Pike's die.
one-
Thanks, Pike.
Shut up.
We just love Ashley
Um,
Johnson today.
We do, yeah. Actually, I don't know if that is
Every
Pike's
day.
die. Oh, no,
it's
this is
every
Percy's
day.
day.
Since that episode of CSI in 2004.
This actually
or
might be
whatever.
Percy's die.
It's her scene from Avengers.
It's this one. Which one's?
Oh yes, honestly, Avengers is where it all started.
Can you see it?
So,
No, that's not
so you
Percy's.
take
I have Percy's.
What's this one?
15 points of bludgeoning damage
I'll find out. Hold on.
Ooh.
okay.
as she
That's
brings down her
spicy.
maul just straight to your shoulder, and as you feel it kind of crunch inward as you are a very tiny little creature under her.
How you
Very
doing,
large. These are
Opal?
large forms as well, as you can see by their bigger bubble, but they are very large forms. And that is all she will do on her turn. So Ezra, you are up. Volans, you're on deck.
And I'm still frightened.
You are still frightened of the creature standing before you.
Yeah, that's Percy's D20 that I just. Thanks, Percy.
Okay. And then you said if
Let's
it's
go,
a,
Ezra. Let's go.
if it's like a what did you say? If it's
Area of
frightened?
effect.
Oh,
an area of effect.
So like a
Okay.
fireball or like something that would make them do a saving throw rather than you doing a spell attack.
right.
Gotcha.
Because that would be a disadvantage, but if you're not maybe directly at that creature, you can get away
It's like
with
throwing a grenade rather than taking a shot.
it. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think I can do this based on that because this is a dex save. And since she's in range, it would be a cone of 15 feet. Out towards her, I'll cast Burning Hands.
Nice.
Okay, great.
And that is a dex save.
As a brass dragonborn, Ryvar loves it when you cast Burning Hands.
Yeah.
He's like sometimes giving you pointers, like really like keep your
Okay.
arms
Yeah.
straight.
I'm doing it, and I'm like, if I do it right, he'll like me.
I like to think that Ezra sometimes pretends that she's blowing the fire, like Ryvar does.
I do a little flourish, just like you would.
She got a 17 on her deck save.
Ooh.
Why?
You still
Why?
have
I
damage?
even did a
Half
dex
damage?
save. Oh, I don't want half damage. I want the whole thing.
Oh my gosh! Don't choose spellcasters.
Okay, then I will. It's 3d6 fire damage, so I'll roll and give.
Choose a monk that can attack 4 times in one turn, so you don't have to feel bad about yourself.
But I already played a monk.
I know.
I would always play a monk, though, honestly. Ooh. Okay, and it's fire damage.
Okay.
So it is 6, 7, 8, but I got a 1, and I have the feat elemental adept
Right.
in fire, so I'm
Nice.
gonna reroll.
nice.
Oh no, it doesn't. It just becomes a 2. So that's
Right, that's
6,
what you said.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Points half to 5.
Half
points
to
of fire
5.
damage.
Cool.
Not nothing.
And then I will. Oh no, I don't have to move out of range if I'm frightened. I just can't move towards.
Correct.
Okay.
You don't have to move away, but you can't move towards.
But you can't stay
You don't
here.
have to go home, but you can't stay here. Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'll just stay put because I don't want that attack of opportunity, and I'll just look at her like this, and I'll say, "Don't hurt my friends, please."
Okay. So you thrust out your hand and open your mouth as if you're blowing this fire in her direction, like ah. And she manages to get out of the way of the full brunt of the cone, but still, it's fire. It still burns her a little bit as it goes by. And please give me another.
Oh no.
Please, dear God.
What
yeah.
wisdom
Oh gosh,
saving
this is
throw.
gonna be a lot of psychic damage if you don't get this.
I'm using the dinosaur pajama dice.
Dinosaur pajama dice.
Dinosaur pajama dice. I saged them. I don't know if you guys saw my smoke, but
I
I
didn't.
used a Palo Alto stick to bless these bitches. A wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
That's a fucking 11.
Oh my
Nope.
gosh.
So you
Oh,
take.
No.
Why am I like this? I'm not having fun.
Oh, that's
Just
so
kidding, I'm having
sad.
fun. I am having fun, I promise.
Wow, we're not good enough.
How much do I take? Thank you. Let me know. Just let me know.
You take 25 points of psychic damage.
Oh my gosh, are you up still? Oh yeah, you got healed.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I have decent constitution, so
Okay, cool.
I'm not as squishy as some
Okay, good.
Sorcies. So cool. Well,
Cool.
that's my turn, so you guys can suck it.
All right, that's the end of Ezra's turn. Volans, you're up. Ryvar on deck.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, I am going to use. I'm still raging. I'm going to use my bonus action to do my reflavored thing of my gift, and I'm going to imbue my axe
Mm-hmm.
with I like change the grip on my axe, and like where the raven feathers are become like ice shards, and it's going to do some additional cold damage now.
Nice.
Um
And you have advantage
yes.
for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nat 20, come on.
No, I'll need it for this one. Okay, way better. 24.
That hits.
Great. Awful. 10 points of slashing,
Okay.
and because I have my zealous thing that I have,
Mhm.
that's going to be an additional
Divine Fury.
8 points, thank you, of necrotic damage,
Nice.
and then
Dope.
3 points of cold damage.
Nice.
You know, for being like stereotyped as like the dumb class, barbarians I think have to do so much math.
Yeah, a lot
It's
of
like
it,
so
yeah.
much of like adding on about anything.
Mhm.
For
Okay,
sure.
so that was my first attack.
Yeah.
Second attack with advantage. Need it because that's a nat 1. Nat 20.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice. I knew it was
the
gonna happen.
best advantage to happen.
Yes, here we go.
Which means that I roll 2 additional, because of my brutal critical, I roll 2 additional d12s.
Amazing.
That's insane. Do it.
So 4, 12,
Get her.
13, 14, 15, 16, 14. When I say 12, right? Yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 doubled,
Mm-hmm.
38.
38.
38 plus 9,
Wow, 47.
47.
47 plus 48
Woohoo!
points
Well,
total.
did you roll a 1? Because it's all your
Yeah.
dice
Yeah.
doubled. If it's
Oh yeah, but
crit,
it is all
so...
your yeah, all dice
Oh.
are doubled.
I rolled a. So then it's just the additional 1 rounded up to 2. So that puts what? That's a even 50.
50 even
So
50.
even 50.
Hot damn.
Wow, amazing.
She's still standing, but she is looking rough. She was looking pretty
Amazing.
beat up before Volans started, but he comes up and just like hits her in the perfect spots to just cut into her shoulder and cut into her side, and this ice crystals form where he cuts at the same time.
Oof.
And suddenly she's bleeding, but her wounds are also frozen and frostbite looking, and she is looking very worse for the wear.
I seem to
Ooh.
almost like I'm still like the featureless face, but I almost seem to breathe that energy in. Just the fresh thing. I'm so happy I rolled a nat 20. I hope
That was
amazing.
awesome.
That's
That
so
was,
great.
I mean,
Fantastic.
50 points.
Yeah, that's really cool for you.
Listen, he is the special and frequent guest, okay?
Yeah.
So special.
Special and frequent.
I'm special and
All right.
frequent. That's my
Volans,
turn.
That's your turn.
all
All
I
right,
can
Ryvar. You just
all I
saw
can do.
Volans
That's
kick
all
the
Yeah, I
shit
look at-
out of this girl.
I look at Volans and I'm like, I'm gonna go help the others. You got this. And I'm going to run away, not taking an opportunity attack because she's
Yeah,
still
it's true.
stunned until the end of my turn.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna kind of like jump across the diocese, jump. behind
Literally
the
was about to say that.
The Dow.
I was like, oh, you just vault right
Just
over.
like, poof, poof. And land on the other side, and I'm just gonna take one like swipe with my spear, and then use that momentum to bring it into a thrust.
Okay.
And I'll do these. I'm assuming at advantage with flanking.
Yep, you are flanking.
First attack is a 27.
That hits.
Second attack, is a 16.
That does not hit.
Okay, so the 27 hits, and then I'll roll damage for that first. So that is
Okay.
9 points of piercing damage plus 2, so for a total of 11 with sneak attack.
Okay.
And then I look over at Ezra, and I'm like, I like give her another wink, and I'm like, here's how you do it. And I put my spear behind me, and the way that I do, I'm aware of the 4 elements monk, but I use the fire within me to kind of activate it, and I blow the fire out of my nostrils, and the fire wraps itself around my hands as I cast, or as I use the ability fangs of the fire snake.
Yes.
And then I'm going to, so that's 1 key point. Then I'm going to use another key point to do Fury of Blows for 2 unarmed strikes.
Do it.
That is 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 24 to hit.
Both hit.
I'm going to use another key point to add fire damage to these attacks. Actually, I guess that would be... You know what? Fuck it. Yes. So that is going to be. He has not done this in a while, and he's ticked off. Okay, so this is going to be. Do you need that damage differently, or can I just add it all up?
You can add it all up.
Okay, fantastic. Decent. 31 points of damage.
Nice.
And then my fists kind of like go out of flames. And yeah, that's the end.
Nice. Similar to when you ran on the wall, as your hip hits the dais as you just slide across it, and as you land, you thrust your spear up and hit her,
Dukes of
and then
Hazzard
come
style.
in with your flaming hands and come in for 2 quick blows. And as you punch her, she's not wearing a lot of armor, and you just get right into her torso. That's one of the few actual parts of her. Just get right into like where her rib cages would be, and you can hear the sizzle of flesh as you punch each in, and see the sizzle just spread a little farther than just where your fist hit.
Thank you. That's my turn.
All right, Opal, you're up.
All right. Ezra, you're like hurt, but you're okay for another turn, right?
Yeah, I'm not dying.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a
quick
Oh,
thing.
we'll see.
Zach, stunned was only until the end of your next.
Oh yes,
turn,
yeah. So
correct?
she is no
Okay.
longer stunned.
But
Cool.
Sentinel stuck.
She
Yeah,
yes
is stuck but not stunned.
Yes.
So can do her full turn, but just can't move.
Yes.
Right, correct.
I am gonna cast a 3rd level inflict wounds on
Yum.
this one right in front of me. It's a melee spell attack. So for Spice, can I say I like use my cat's claws? Not doing the damage of my cat's claws, but like cast the spell through my claws.
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
All right. Ooh, a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right. I'm so excited. I've had all these dice in my hand since my last turn. 7, 10, 12, 14, 17 plus. Oh no, it's just 17. 17 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Okay.
You had advantage on that attack, by the way.
Yeah, did
Oh
you?
yeah.
Roll to see if you
No,
get
I didn't
advantage.
roll with advantage, but no, I didn't get enough.
Okay.
Okay.
That would have been a good,
Just gotta
that
be
would have been a good
sure.
moment to get
Ooh,
it.
Yeah.
double all
Worth
of
it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
Okay. All right. It is now.
We're just
Dal's
letting the newbie like one man team, like 1v1 this.
You seem
So the very
You're like, he
beat
can't
up
come with us.
Yeah.
Dal that
I can't.
all
Come.
she could do was look to Volans, then look to Ryvar as she hit him, and then be frozen and just continually get attacked from behind. Finally can move and turns to Volans, just
All right, listen, you make it
Oh.
sound really bad, okay?
yeah. Rage
Yeah.
filling her eyes, and she brings up her maul and just comes down for
Oh,
2
no.
swipes on Volans.
Brad.
See. Let's use this dice this time. That's a 22 to hit,
Yeah, hits.
Just so I know for
And
flavor. Sorry,
a
go ahead.
28 to hit. Yep.
Yeah, those both hit.
Just so I know for flavor while she's rolling damage, when you with your rage, you said it's a silent rage, and obviously we noticed the physical difference. Is there any like shaking or anything? Is there any like holding back the rage, or is it truly like psycho kill or silent rage?
No, it's just silent still.
Oh, I hate that. Okay, but I
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, I hate that. Okay.
I hate
Yeah,
that
Michael
so-
Myers. Oh, hey, black cat in the
Hey,
background.
there you go.
Honey.
Yeah.
Honey. All right. The
Meow.
first hit, you take 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved, because I'm raging.
Halved because you're raging.
So 11.
Yep. And
Barbarians do.
Ooh.
Yep. I'm
not
totally
so
good.
good. Lots of ones there.
Uh-oh, wait, no.
well, no, that's
that is
good,
Yeah,
'cause
that's good
it's
for us. Yeah,
That's
sorry.
good.
16 halved to 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And she looks even more angry, feeling that her hits aren't landing as they should be. And
As-
she's
Yeah, it's like
just
stuck in a
like,
bad dream.
As she, can I say, like, as she hits me the second time, I'm gonna, like, lean in with, like, my featureless
Oh, I
face and
hate
just
it.
stare at her.
perfect. All right, well, that's the end of that one's. The other one,
Come at me, bro.
yeah, I was gonna say the new one has done the most and is now flaming. So flaming, and so she's gonna turn
I'm
to
quick, I'm
Ryvar and go for
You probably
again
have like a
with
plus
her
30.
maul. We'll see. It's a 22 to hit,
It's
and then the second one is a 13 to hit.
misses.
All right. So the first one,
You first, man.
you take.
Okay, what do I take?
You take. I can't math very fast. Hold on, don't rush me. No,
Alright, I'm
okay.
sorry.
Grandpa.
All right, you take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, doggy. Alright. It's like the first, like, I've been feeling so confident, and then I get like humbled real quick. by,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
quick maul, like,
So you're
oh.
like, ha ha ha, oh, I gotcha. And then she just swings up and clocks you right in the jaw with her maul, and you're like, ooh, and you see stars a little bit.
Right.
But like that brings you back to yourself, and so the second one you're able to dodge just out of the way because you're like, oh shit, okay, yep, okay.
Okay, fantastic.
You're ready
I love it.
again. All right, Ezra, you're up. Volans, you're on deck.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna.
Volans, you're on deck.
Oh,
Not up.
I mean, you could honestly.
I'm so
take my
sorry.
turn.
I'm
not
so
gonna
sorry.
do
I'm so
much.
sorry.
No,
I was.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
You honestly get ready because this is gonna go quick. I'm doing. Oh yeah, I was gonna do a firebolt. And I got a 19. No,
Hell
I got
yeah.
19 plus 8 to hit, so
Nice.
27.
That hits.
Technically have advantage if you want to see if you crit.
No, because well, you said it's a firebolt.
Oh, that's
Firebolt,
true. So
yeah.
it would just be a
Yeah, so
straight
you
roll.
would just cancel out. So yes,
Yeah.
that's your roll.
Because you're doing a distance strike at melee, right?
Yeah. But it fucking hits, so I don't even
It
fucking
does.
care.
I think at this level it's
Not
2d10,
even.
right?
Fucking 3.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So and I rolled a 1 on the dice, so that's a 2, so 14 points of fire damage.
Let the flame rage within you, Ezra.
And then I am going to, just for flavor, use a bonus action to convert 3 of my sorcery points into a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
Because I used
So
those up.
awesome.
Then go ahead. If it's the end of your turn, give me one more.
Come
Wisdom
on,
saving throw.
Ezra. I look at you and I give you bullshit advantage. It means nothing but moral support.
Okay. And I'm gonna use my Percy dice.
Nice, do it.
Because why not?
That's what
Come
gave me the nat
on,
20.
Percival, whatever the fuck, Derolo.
Percival von Muses.
Whoa, don't even.
Kowalski.
Oh yes, 17.
That saves.
Nice.
So as you finally connect with a firebolt burning through it, you can see it almost burn off that ghastly, terrifying image off of the Tao at the same time, and you just see her
Nice.
as she was when she first appeared, and you are no longer frightened. And
Oh
you don't take
gosh.
any damage.
Thank you. Okay.
That's right,
Okay.
Ezra. Bring out the flame. No, it doesn't
right.
come out of your mouth. We've talked about this.
Oh.
It comes out of my mouth.
As the end of Ezra's turn, Volans, you're up. Right
I'm
behind that.
sorry again for jumping.
No, okay, that's okay.
Okay, so like now when it's actually my turn, I'm gonna make.
You've been downgraded to just
Yeah,
special guest, no longer special.
Yeah.
No!
Anyway, see you
Are you
with
Special
recast?
infrequent.
I was like, you're gonna
Yep.
recast me.
No, I'll see you with that.
Yep, definitely.
No, because I don't get advantage or anything, correct?
Unless you
anymore.
have the reckless attack or anything like that, but
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a 13's gonna hit.
tis not.
No. Okay, so that was my first one. Second one, better. That's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Great. So it's gonna be pretty. Oh, well, that's really good damage. That's 20 slashing
Okay.
plus 8 necrotic
Okay.
and 2 cold.
Nice. She is still standing, but looking real rough. So your first swing, you bring it over, trying to get her right in the shoulder again, but she is so pissed that she's able just to get out of the way just in time. But you're just quick enough with that great axe that you come in for your second attack and hit her almost up where her legs would be and connect with her ribs on the other side and do that damage. Once again, the cold spreading from a new wound in her torso. She's looking very, very rough.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Thank you.
Okay, Ryvar, you're up.
Trying to think about do I gain these back per short rest? Yeah, so I'm going to do 2 unarmed strikes against this Tao. The first one is a 25. The second one is a 22.
Both hit.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I am just going to when the Tao, because the Tao's turned to me, I just right, left, like abdomen punches, like real quick to her. And then I look up at her and I'm like, come on, bring it! And I'm going to use a key point to do patient defense. So attacks against me will have disadvantage.
Great.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Opal, you are up. The Dow are on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of defense here, and
Yeah, cleric.
I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse. So they need to make, the one in front of me needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh. Gotta curse the genies.
She got a 15.
She fails.
Okay.
So the effect
Oh,
I'm
wait.
gonna choose is
Sorry. That's a 19. I'm sorry.
Oof.
no.
The saving
that
throw for wisdom was
succeeds.
different than her just modifier.
Yeah.
God dang
I always
it.
forget to look there.
Yeah, exactly. A character that can do wisdom stuff is usually gonna have,
Yeah.
a proficiency
Well,
in
then
it.
that just fails, and that's my turn.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Hey.
That's the worst part about being a cleric
Yeah.
is that like you do the one thing and then if you don't do the thing, you have to
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
The
and the spell
spellcasters in
slot's still
general, you're
gone.
like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. But they can be so clutch when it works, though.
It's true.
It's worth it to
That
keep
would have
trying.
been cool if it worked.
Yeah.
All right. It is now the Dow's turn again. Once again, the one by Volans is going to attack him. Oh, that is a 19 to hit.
Good morning of that.
Okay. Second one is a 17 to hit.
That is my AC.
Meets
Okay.
and beats.
Meets and beats.
Yep,
All right,
mhm.
so both hit. So the first one. Is 17 halved to 8? Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
to. No. I can't math. No, it would go down
Yeah.
to 6. Yeah, which would be okay. Wow, the biggest brain fart I've ever had. 8 bludgeoning damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next one is. I think I just rolled the exact same thing. Yeah, I did.
So another
okay,
8.
so another 8.
Cool.
All right, and that's all she can do. And Ryvar, being the person that's still beating on her, she's gonna turn to you even with disadvantage
Yeah.
and try to get you. So 17 to hit.
17 misses.
Okay. And her second one, cocked, is a 17 again. All right.
Yep.
So both misses.
Our class
So
of 18, baby.
so you prepare yourself, and you're just like, with your quick monk movements, able just to literally be like,
Yes.
out of the way of both of these mauls that come down to hit you. And that's the end of their turn.
Amazing.
Ezra, you're up.
Well, okay. I am going to, and I forgot that I had these abilities. I am going to cast on both of these guys, hopefully. Sorry, hang on. I thought I had all this. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast sorry, I thought I did all this reading.
Good.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna cast Burning Hands again. I'm gonna do it at a first level. So that is a dexterity saving throw, but I would also like to use Twinned Spell to take the fire and split out to both of them.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Using I would do one sorcery point to do that.
Okay.
So they just need to make a dex save.
Okay.
What is the code on Burning Hands?
The what?
The cone.
15 feet.
Okay. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm immune to fire damage, and you would know that, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
So,
then.
because technically I'm in that cone, but I'm immune to it, so I kind of love
God.
that.
Ah, I didn't mean to move over there. Yeah. So I would behind Opal one, and then at the other one.
And then the flames go away, and I'm just sitting there smiling, like, yeah. That's my girl.
All right. Well, actually, you said it's a dex saving throw?
It's a dex save, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not immune to fire damage. I'm a resistance. I'm immune to disease and poison, so I do need to do a dexterity saving.
Okay.
Throw. That's fine. You would know I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. So the one by you got a 12.
Okay, that's fails.
Oh no, this is another reason. First of all, I got a 28, and as a monk, I have evasion, so I don't take any damage. Sorry, so I'm good.
Great.
I was good, then I was bad, then I'm good again.
Yeah, I know. I'm
somehow,
sorry.
the one down by Volans got a nat 20. So.
Oh my god.
So
she
it'll
is
just be half
scraping
damage.
into life. That's so funny.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of fire damage to this one, and again 5 points of fire damage to
Love it.
The one by Volans is once again still standing, but
you're gonna get it.
Can I do something else, JMO?
I mean, do you want to take it all back or just
No. Something in addition to. I would actually love it because I can do this because it says I can use this option even if I've already used another meta magic option.
Okay.
I twin spelled those. Can I use my heightened spell meta magic to force you to roll that nat 20 again for disadvantage?
Sure.
Nice.
And then you can, both of them would take 10 points.
It's still an 18.
Okay, yeah.
Nice though.
So,
good try.
Yeah.
That would have been.
I just want to get used to using my meta magic.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And not to meta game, but she has 5 left, so that.
Oh
would
my
have.
god, that's so funny. Well, Valens will get over this first attack.
Oh god, I think with just his bonuses of
As
cold
long
and
as he
everything,
hits,
he doesn't. Yeah.
Cool. Then that is my turn.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Badass.
Volans. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I get a plus because I'm raging. It's a +9, so no matter what I roll, if I hit,
Yes. Right.
Does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay, then it's dead.
Nice.
No matter what I roll, it's.
Similar to all.
I
the
rolled a
other
12,
ones.
but I did roll a 12 on the die for a total of what is that? 21 points.
Amazing.
So you still once again, and this time like not to the shoulder you usually hit, but you spin it around and come right into her neck, and just get her 3 inches deep, cold spreading out as you do, and as you watch her before you, just like the life goes from her eyes and she crumbles into this crystalline dust, and the clothes she's wearing, her maul, everything that she had on her person is still there, but her body itself just crumbles to this dust, and you hear a loud clang as the maul falls to the floor in front of you.
Okay, so I still do have another attack. Could I mosey my way on over and do my attack over there as well?
Over there?
Yeah.
You sounded really skeptical.
Well,
if
I was
that.
counting the squares because it's crowded on the side that you would come in on,
Oh, that's true.
and so I was trying to see if there
Oh,
would be
gosh.
kind of enough room,
5,
or if you have the
10,
speed.
15, 20. Right?
That's like a half of a 5 foot though, because of that dais. I will say, if you want to stand on top of the dais, that works.
Yeah.
And attack her from above.
Yeah.
Great. And she's
Okay.
large, so she'd still be easy to hit.
Okay. So my second attack then. Natural 18 for a total of 29.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of slashing.
Okay.
7 points of necrotic.
All right.
Why won't you die?
2 points of cold.
All right. All right. She's still up, but she is looking pretty hurt.
All right.
Mamma mia. That's all I
Right,
can do.
that's all. All right,
Yep.
Ryvar, you're up. You just saw Volans hop up onto the dais and run across and just slam his axe down into this Dow from above.
I'm gonna go.
Still expressionless.
Yeah, creepy, horrible. I'm gonna go with just classic 1-2 punch combo, abdomen, right hook up to the top.
Alright.
3 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
I noticed it did this. Oh, wow, that's a natural one, but also advantage. So 29 on the first one.
That definitely hits.
21 on the second one.
Yep.
And natural roll 20 on the third one. Thank you, Keyleth.
All right.
Okay, so that is going to be 1d8 for the first attack, a d8 for the second attack, 2d8 for the third attack. Do I have another d8? I wanted to. Nope, I'll have to reroll one twice. Okay. So that is. Yes. 23. And then plus 15 for 5 to each attack, so 23, 33, 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Is she still up?
She is still up.
Then I am going to use a key point to do Fury of Blows and go for another unarmed attack.
All right.
That is a 22 to hit. I'll
Hits.
roll again to see if I crit. I don't. And then that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Still up.
Okay, and then final key point to do Stunning Strike. If she's not going down, I'm going to make sure she can't do anything.
All right. That's a con save.
Yeah, I have 3 key points left, by the way.
Yeah, I have 4 sorcery points.
Yeah, we might still have to fight a mummy, you guys.
I don't think it's going to be same day. This is a long shot. Come on.
We can take a nap.
Yeah, we can take a short rest, right? Please?
She got a 22.
22, she succeeds. Not so. She's good. That's
Okay.
the end of my turn.
All right. Opal, you're up.
She's looking rough, right?
Very rough.
All right, I'm gonna just cast just a first level inflict wound. Same thing
hold on.
with my claws.
Just in case, I did technically forget my D6 sneak attack. My 1d6 for my
You
level
did.
2
You did.
rogue. That's 5 points of sneak attack damage. Is she
She's still up.
Damn it!
She's still up.
That would have been amazing if it was
All
just that.
All right, roll
sorry.
for attack.
Oh no, I rolled a nat 1.
Give
You
advantage.
are
What's
flanking.
wrong with us?
So so
I have
roll again.
advantage. Oh,
Yep.
thank goodness. That's still a 13.
Does not hit.
Damn.
That's
me.
And Val's are just like.
Ryvar comes in with like the torso punch,
Almost like,
torso punch, like
Ezra's
just like beating up on her, and you're just like, and you miss.
I'm just like throwing spell slots out the window at this point.
Yeah,
All right,
I feel that.
it is the Dow's turn.
Oh, trying to avoid one
No.
more turn. She's desperate. She's gonna do something crazy. She's gonna cast Wish and be like, I wish they're all dead.
That'd be amazing.
No more muffins.
No more muffins jumping on the bed. I know it's monkeys. Okay, God.
She's
I was just
still gonna go for Ryvar.
Yeah.
She's not
Thank
gonna do
God.
anything. She's
It's
just
okay.
mad
Yeah,
now.
right. Honestly,
I mean, monk shit, you know. I get it. If I was the DM, I'd go after the monk too.
Dang, 15 to hit.
Oh, 15 misses?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a
18 to hit.
disadvantage if you're rolling a disadvantage.
I'm not.
Okay,
I
but
just
the
rolled a
18
5,
does hit.
So,
I have an AC of 18, so
All right.
it hits.
well, maybe she'll get in one more.
I'll use my
punch.
reaction to cast shit. I'm just kidding. I can't do
It's a cat
it.
field. Can you imagine?
My
Monk's
character's just
shield?
completely broken.
Jesus. Ooh. 28 points
Woo!
of bludgeoning damage.
Humbled yet again.
So she comes in for the miss, you get a little cocky, and then she, almost identical to before, clocks you right in the jaw.
Why didn't I see that coming?
We would,
And that's
bite
all
your
she can
teeth.
do.
Yeah, oh
She's
god.
surrounded. She's just gonna. All right, Ezra.
Alright, Ezra, you started this. Finish it.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I am how you said she's looking really rough?
Really rough.
Like really rough, really rough.
Really, really.
Really rough.
Not really, really rough.
Really.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
I am going to just
Be cute.
do what?
I said be cute.
Yeah, honestly, with my and I'm doing all of this still in my dinosaur pajamas. I'm gonna just cast another no, I'm gonna do a second level. No, I'm not, because she's not looking that bad. Or she's looking bad. First level burning hands again. But this
Nice.
time I'm gonna look directly at Ryvar and be like, and so
Okay.
she just needs to make a dex saving throw.
So do
Alright.
I. But I rolled a 17. Is that what's
No,
your...
you don't,
Yeah, I do.
because of your spicy feet or whatever.
No, but it's if I succeed. So I
Oh,
rolled a 17. What's your DC?
16.
16. So I succeed, so I evade, so
Yeah.
I get no damage.
She got a 16.
That meets.
Okay.
You'd think with fire living in my body that I would be immune to it,
You
but
would
I'm just
think.
resistant to it.
I will.
Still half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you looking to
gonna
heighten
say-
power?
I just wanted to look at heighten, but it's 3 sorcery points. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be half damage.
Roll high, you got this.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh,
Um,
goodness
oh,
gracious.
God.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, that is you know what? I'm gonna use one sorcery point, because my last meta magic is empowered spell, so I'm gonna
Nice.
use one sorcery point to reroll the 3 dice because they were all bad. But I have to take them. So I have 9, 10, 11 points of fire damage.
to 5.
To 5.
She is still
I'm
standing.
doing them in
Ugh.
Are you fucking kidding me? I have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay, listen, what is it with Michael guesting and getting all of the kills? Michael
Yeah.
gets so many kills when he
Yeah,
guesses. He's
fuck him
about
up.
to get this one again.
Fuck 'em up.
I didn't in the last Candlekeep. Walter didn't do all that.
Oh, did you not?
That's true. Mm-mm.
No, we
No.
just gaslit a
In
child.
the pirate one, you definitely
Yeah.
did, and in the
He just
Ghost Slayers
gaslit
one,
a
you
child and...
And the
Oh yeah, I
pirate
did in the
one.
Ghoul Slayers one,
Yeah,
didn't
you definitely kicked some ass in the Ghost Slayers one.
All right, Ezra, anything else?
No, fucking no.
No fucking no. Just because a good
God.
person that doesn't deserve this attitude.
Jessica
No
is a good
fucking-
person, but Ezra really just needs to go back to bed.
Yeah.
She doesn't
All
even
right.
need to sleep. She just likes it.
Volans, you're up.
It doesn't.
Do I get it? Am I flanking technically? Would I get advantage on this?
I would say since you are on a different like level
that's
and
what I
there's
thought.
no one across,
That's what I thought.
great
Cool.
roll.
I jumped in the air.
20.
Just gonna give it me.
That hits.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I will say you don't even have to roll because you already said you get a
Oh,
plus
yeah,
9.
yeah.
It's 19 points of
Yeah.
slashing.
She had 4 left
You
after
loosened the rope
Ezra.
for you.
Go away.
Can
She
I
would've
say
failed,
that
Yeah. See, that
can
was
I-
twice. If they had failed something from Ezra, they would have died. I'm
Yeah.
very sorry. Can you what?
Oh, just say how I.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Okay,
How did you
lovely.
kill her?
Okay, I want to sort of bring my axe around, and it looks like I'm almost swinging wide.
Mhm.
But at the last moment, my wrist kind of cocks, and I bring in the axe towards me, and I'm like reeling her back so it catches her in the back of her neck, and I pull her in close to me, and just like it's almost like I'm inhaling her as she like withers and dies into the ground, and I like go down with her.
I like him.
Amazing. I love that.
Can we
And
keep him?
because she is turning to dust as
Mhm.
she's falling too, so you're almost literally inhaling this
Mhm.
crystal dust as she disintegrates to it, and you all see, I almost said Walter, you all see Volans just kind of crumple to the ground in this pile of dust. Again,
Wow.
the maul clanks to the floor with a loud sound, and the garb she was wearing crumples to the floor. And you all look to where the other Dao was and see the exact same thing, and you're all breathing heavy, and there's a moment of silence as you look around, and after this fight just happened, and that is where we will end tonight's session.
I knew I
Sorry,
didn't like
guys.
this place. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
What is going? Okay, any place that has them just like straight up just attack you for like not even no talking, not a good
I
place.
know.
Not a good
Yeah.
place. Don't like this place.
I didn't even touch the
I
hilt of the
know,
sword.
it's like, what if
I
you- what
just
if you were a
put my
children?
hand.
What if you were a children?
What if you were a lady child? I
Who
am
knows?
a lady child.
Amazing. Thank you, J-Mo.
All right.
Such a
Thank
great
you,
Yeah.
JMO.
An announcement
Thank
at the
you,
end.
JMO.
Yes.
Tune in
Yes.
on Wednesday for the next installment of the Last of Us
Yes.
series with
Remains.
all of the other people that are currently here. Not me.
A
but
lighthearted
all
family
of
romp.
us.
Filmed in
And
front of a
then-
live
It's
studio
basically
audience.
Three's Company, but I mean, what if?
See, why wouldn't you want to watch that? And then on Sunday for our redo of the level 20 one shot, finally getting all of them. Kelfie will be there, but not by me. But I'm excited to see her do all of the things a level 20 druid can do, and all of them do what a level 20 can do.
Oh,
Very
yes.
excited to watch. And then the next Wednesday, we're back with Last of Us, but we do have a Monday off from Candlekeep, so I'll see you in 2 weeks for the next installment of Candlekeep.
Yes.
But still a lot of fun to happen between now and then. So stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned,
Oh, wow.
And-
Everybody.
As always, everybody say bye.
everybody. Goodbye, people.
Goodbye.
See ya.